Welcome, my little couch potatoes, to the comfiest courtroom on the internet. I'm your host, Llama, and it's time for dramatic testimony, overruled objections, and absolutely unqualified opinions. So grab your snuggiest blanket, some delicious snacks, and get ready to watch court with your internet besties. This is Couch Court with Llama.
Me bring the jury.
Happy Fukong Friday, everybody. Our favorite day of the week. It's Fukong Friday, which means more Laura Owens. And we have one of our friends here joining us today, the lovely Miss Helville. I think it's this way.
Hi, guys. Helville here.
Helville here. If you don't know Helville, she is one of the OGs of the story in general. You've been to lots of things in the past. Also, Helville has her own channel now. You can find it at Helville here, right? It's Helville here for your channel, right?
Yeah, it's Helville _ here, or Thoughts of Helville is like
Thoughts
the
of Helville
channel title, I guess. I don't know. They make it confusing for no reason.
Yes, absolutely they do. But she covers Laura Owens stuff. She also covers Reddit. It's Reddit drama or whatever you want to call it. Am I the Asshole, which is always fun. I didn't get to make it to the petty couch last night because I went to bed very, very early.
All good.
So, but those are some of my favorite. We've had a lot of fun in previous streams of the Am I the Assholes? We get to vote and everything.
Yeah, everyone has to vote.
So.
Yes, I do have my flame with me. So
excellent.
Laura Owens belongs in Helville, to be fair.
She's
well,
already got a space reserved.
Yes, she does. I'll poke her with my pitchfork.
That's adorable.
Came with a devil costume thing that I got. So
she's probably like, Satan, do you have a casita?
I do not. You have to live with
Are there
plebs.
horses?
There are horses.
Horses do not exist here for anyone besides me.
And it would be hell for her.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into what we're going to talk to today, let's say hello to the chat. We got Bronco Fett. Hello. Happy Fukong Friday to you. The black chair.
Yes.
And Rachel, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Winks, good morning to you, babes. Hope you're doing well today. By the way, I woke up not too terribly long ago, so I am just barely awake. I had a dream that I was in China, which is very weird. But it was a pretty cool dream, I'll be honest. I was like touring China. I don't think it's what China looks like, guys, but
I had dreams that I was in Japan.
No,
so that's weird. And
last
that was
night?
not too long ago.
You guys need to take a trip to Asia together.
Maybe.
That's the sign. Yeah.
Maybe. It was a good time. It wasn't a bad dream. I had a very lovely time in China, apparently.
Same. I was at one of like a market, but it was definitely in Japan. I don't know. It was weird.
That's
but
so
yeah,
weird.
Same.
Interesting. Okay. Well, there's that. Dream corner time. Hello, Garth. Thank you for being here today. Where the hell am I? Well, you're here. You're here for Fukong Friday. Nice to see you here, Garth. This is you're one of Wink's friends. Yes, Dean and Danny may be doing some shows about it soon. Wink said, which I'm very excited about.
Welcome.
Yes.
And also caution.
Hello, Cindy. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well today, babes. Happy to see you here. Oh, thank you. Look, we all look stunning.
Thank you.
I mean, Helville has the cat earphones, which I almost got. And then
they do change color. Now you can actually see because they're
the Kraken.
Yeah.
Nice.
What the Kraken.
What the Kraken. Hello, Bruce. Hello. Happy to see you here today. It's April. Good morning. Negla and Teresia, good morning to both of you. Mary and Vil, love it. Everybody scoot over on the couch. We got lots of people coming in today. So make some room.
Party.
That's right. So if you haven't yet, please like this stream. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you're not already for both True Crime and Wine Time and Couch Court with Llama. As some of our stuff is already being just there. For example, we covered Karen Reed yesterday, and that coverage is going to be just on Couch Court with Llama. And then you'll have both dual streams for Lo and Bam for now. But we had a very busy week over here on the Couch Court. A very busy week. We had, Murdaugh Monday for True Crime and Wine Time. Tuesday, we watched the opening statements for Lindsay Clancy. Wednesday, I don't think we did anything. Yesterday, we started covering one of many Karen Reid civil trials. So if you didn't watch that, do that. I'm getting trying to catch everybody up, so we're in real time for Karen Reid. Totally worth it because it's crazy. And there were people that hadn't watched the Karen Reid trial, and it's okay if you haven't. You should, but it's okay if you don't. I'll help walk you through it. So no problems there. Hello, Henrietta. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. So today, oh yeah, that's true. Thank you, Teresia. Yeah, those flying hearts next to your chat, hearts. They got
Oh, I didn't know that.
100%. Hitting those actually does get help, I guess. The reactions is what YouTube likes to call them, and there's math and stuff involved in the analytics. So, apparently, they do something just like everything else.
It does.
Oh, what?
It increases your interactions. Which
Math,
is
ew.
engagement, which
Right? YouTube Buffy, knowing the answers to I don't
I do.
understand how it works. Hello, Stringer.
Yeah,
Good morning.
yeah. I do the research, so you don't have to.
That is true. And then I'm still like, what though? What? What are you saying? And you're like, I've
It's
already
okay.
told you 5 times. Oh. So, as you know, we are still on the Laura Owens timeline journey. Hellville, we are in 2024, August of 2024. So, right after the paternity trial, right after David got very upset about the Tramp Stamp Esquire account, which was breaking news to you the other day or last week. You're like, wait a second. That's me. I'm that person. That's me.
I missed that filing. I don't know. Either I saw it and I just didn't register it, or I totally missed that one because there are so many documents flying all over the place with this case. But yeah, I did not even realize that I was in one of his court filings, and he falsely attributed my activity online to someone who filed a bar complaint, which I did not. So he's always so sure in his wrongness.
I usually
Confidently
find that
incorrect.
the loudest people are usually the wrongest.
Yeah, he's
Confidently
very
incorrect.
loud.
I heard he came back on the X, the Twitter, whatever that is. I heard
TwitX.
that he's made an appearance. Has he made an appearance? Is that true?
Well, he can't at me, so fuck if I know.
Oh, okay.
But you know you've made it when you're in a filing, right?
He complained about being blocked by me in that filing.
Aww, you hurt
So
his
I'm
feelings.
Oh, poor baby. Yeah.
That is funny. Well, that was a very exciting day last week.
Yeah.
For us to be reading that, and you'd be like, wait a second. I'm Tramp Stamp Esquire, which is hilarious.
Breaking news on your stream once again.
Once again. Oh gosh. You'll have to go backwards and watch. Yeah, there's a whole playlist, Garth. It's really
Good luck.
because new people have been coming in and watching and being like, what is this about? And it's a lot to explain because even there's just the tippy top of the iceberg that you can explain in an hour. But what we have here is we have the story of Laura Owens, a woman who got pregnant by The Bachelor. She did not get pregnant by The Bachelor.
She
but
also
she told the whole internet she did.
Is, according to her mugshot, not a woman.
I don't understand that.
That's unfortunate.
Anyway, so she claims she gets pregnant by The Bachelor, except her and The Bachelor, she only gave him a blowjob twice. That was it. No way to get pregnant, right? So she ends up taking him to paternity court, which doesn't make any sense when she's only 2 months along because she wants to work on a parenting plan, which she didn't need to do because she already had the rights to the baby. But here's the thing. She's going to have twins. Twins. Can you believe that? She takes him to paternity court. She goes into the tabloids and tells everybody she's the pregnant woman, Clayton Echard's baby. It turns out she was never pregnant at all. Shows up to court and everything. Yes, go ahead.
Very fun fact. I said on my stream last night, but there weren't that many viewers, so I'll say it here as well. I know the girl that wrote that article.
Which one?
The one that broke the whole thing, saying
Oh.
Clayton is a deadbeat, blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Yes, from the
Yeah.
tabloids.
Yeah, I know the girl that wrote that article. I used to be friends with her.
Oh, that's funny. Such a small world. So the whole
So
world
weird.
ends up knowing. Then the whole world gets very suspicious because her stories of being pregnant don't match up to any other woman's experience being pregnant ever. And then she claims she loses the babies, which is also doesn't make any sense because, again, her story doesn't line up to the rest of our experiences. And then come to find out, he wasn't the first guy she said this to. No, there were 2 more guys that she did this to and took them to court for different reasons, one for domestic violence, the other for abortion coercion. And she'd put these guys in legal limbo for years. One is still in there. It's truly crazy. The documents, the court documents, some of the craziest court documents I've ever read. As a matter of fact, we've started covering, all these other cases, and I'm like, these are so boring compared to all the ones in this case that I was like, we'll just summarize this. And then, so they're trying to sort this out in court. Because Clayton is like, nah, it needs to be proven that she was never pregnant in the first place. They're in a long court battle. Then they have a hearing. The judge rules in his favor that she was never pregnant to begin with and recommends Laura to the Maricopa County District Attorney's Office. And right now, Laura Owens is facing 14 felony charges for lying, for perjury, for identity theft, for stealing a woman's ultrasound, fraud, something artifices. I can't remember off the top of my head because it's not working yet. But anyway, she's facing 14 felony counts right now. Then there's so many rabbit holes to go down. She also gets paired up with a lawyer who I've also never quite seen a lawyer like David Gingras. People warned us, but it wasn't until we read that first document that we were like, oh my God.
I was one of those people that kept warning you guys, oh, just wait,
Yeah.
just wait.
Yeah, of at least 2 more. That's true. We know that there are more, but only 2 that we talk about publicly. But yes, that's right, April. And Love Trapped is a great also tip of the iceberg. She does an amazing job covering everything, but again, it's just so
There's
heavy.
so much, but she does a good job of like picking out what the actual most important things are. If you've been following from the beginning or you've been reading all the documents and you have seen a lot or all of the minutia, like you think everything is so important, but she does a really good job of picking out what is actually important to like tell the story more succinctly.
Yeah, but I really felt like,
but I like the details.
I thought it was great. Well, I don't think Gingras got enough time. No. I really felt like she could have done a whole episode on this.
She might. She might.
Whole episode. Because he is a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a one-woman crime spree that's still ongoing, fighting one of the victims for a DVRO appeal. It's crazy. It is very much worth your time.
Yeah.
It was
I think too, it's important to note that when she gets rejected by men, she likes to torture them for the rest of their lives.
Yes, exactly. Am I on X? No, I don't have any social medias, but I think TCWT Media is on there. Like, I think we have some like our show accounts or something, but I personally am not on there. I don't do any of the social media stuff. Other people do it. Like, I'm good. No, thank you.
Obviously I do.
Right.
Really?
Well,
no way.
So where we are in the timeline here, because we've been going in order, we are in August of 2024 now, right after the paternity trial. And it'd probably be helpful if I shared my screen, huh? Yeah, probably, Llama. That'd be great. What is it, your first day? It's Friday.
It's Fukong Friday.
Like, we're tired, Llama. We're tired. Girl, I know. Me too. All right. So for today, we're starting off with this is in August 19th, 2024. So about 2 months afterwards. Mind you, after the paternity trial, David is trying to get a whole new trial. He wants a new judge, a new trial. He says, he says Judge Yamada was very biased and her dad was in the court. It was a whole fucking annoying thing. It was very stupid. And he ended up being denied on all of those. So he did not get a new judge, did not get a new trial, but he sure did try his best. So this document comes in. It is an order for the application and attorney fees for Clayton, right? Because not only was he found, not to be the father and all of that stuff because she's never pregnant to begin with, she also ordered that Laura had to pay his attorney fees for this frivolous, unbelievable lawsuit they were in. But of course, it's Clayton's fault because he should have just walked away, even though she had smeared his entire reputation on the internet. And people don't forget on the internet, but she didn't want to pay him for that. Well, the judge said too effing bad because in here she has an order entering the judgment as $149,000 or $149,219.76, and that Laura shall satisfy the judgment within 180 days of this judgment entry order. If Laura fails to do so, said judgment shall accrue interest at the legal rate until paid in full. Well, surprise to nobody, she hasn't paid shit. She hasn't paid shit at all since 2024. So that is of no surprise to any of us because her family doesn't know how to pay for anything. Hello, Echoes. Happy Fukong Friday to you. Also, for the newbies that are listening, her parents are in the middle of a bankruptcy hearing, part 2. So that's interesting. She filed one. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. These people just never stay away from court, and they absolutely should before they come to court. Because I heard, and Helville, maybe, I don't know if you've covered this or not, because I only heard in briefing. I haven't had time to really look at anything. But I heard that they're not doing the deposition anymore.
Yeah, they're not doing the deposition anymore. They haven't obviously said why. They do have a hearing coming up on the 6th of August.
Okay, so that's still on?
I believe so,
Okay.
as of now. However, I think we'll find out more at that hearing. So even though I'll be in Vegas, I will be there.
Okay.
I mean, not physically, obviously, but I want to be on that hearing. And I want to know, I assume we're either going to hear that maybe they're working something out with the DOJ or that it's like being converted. Maybe she got enough evidence from that stupid ass hearing to to just be like, hey, look, this needs to be a Chapter 7. These people have assets. I don't know where they are, but we got to find them and we got to liquidate them.
I mean, that the judge was pushing that the last time. So, but they still have their hearing on the 6th. So that'll be interesting. I mean, I don't know what happened either. Obviously, I don't even know. But I imagine it was probably a lot of Jan being like, well, I don't know when I can do it. Sort of.
Yeah, I think so
around, too. As
Ron,
always.
Ron is going to have a health crisis that day and all the other ones.
Right. So she was probably like, never mind. And, it makes me wonder, like, okay, we're not going to press too hard here. Could it be because there might have already been enough criminal crime and tomfoolery suspicion that she's just like, fuck it. It doesn't really matter because it's already going someplace else.
Yeah, she might have already tipped off. What is it? The U.S. attorney? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the U.S. District Attorney's Office. Well, no, not district attorney because it's not a district. It's the whole country. But yeah, those people. I mean, maybe. And no, we wouldn't hear anything about it for a while because that's how the government works, right? Their investigations are slow but thorough. But part of me wonders if maybe something like that happened where she's like, you know what? Let's just stop wasting resources here because they're already going to lose their house and shit. Well, I'll go ahead and pass the buck off to somebody else whose job it is to do that sort of thing. Who knows? Well,
even in the June 10th, 2024 trial, it took, I think,
almost a year.
I think Mata's, the Honorable Mata, I think her ruling came out on the 18th, I want to say, of June.
Yes.
And
17th, 18th.
It took almost an entire year for us to see any charges. And she literally referred her for criminal charges.
Yeah.
So like a judge is saying that, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm assuming the federal government works even slower.
Oh yeah. even slower and even more secret.
Yeah.
So we'll see if something happens in the future. I wouldn't be too deterred, like, oh, they got away with it yet. I wouldn't, because we listen to some of those things, and you don't really fuck around with the feds. But
And
anyway.
they might include Laura in this bankruptcy. They might like add her onto it because or charges, because she had someone said somewhere, I forget where, that someone said that they basically gave Queen Jennifer like evidence of her having access to her parents and the GoFundMe funds
Okay.
directly, because she is literally taking money from their accounts directly. They admitted to that.
Did they?
Yes.
In that call that we
Yes.
listened? Huh. I'll have to re-listen to that again.
No, not in the
that.
call. In one of the paperworks, one of the things that they filed.
Okay.
One
Yeah,
of the
because I have not went
amendments.
through those yet.
Mhm.
So, interesting.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
interesting.
It was like note number 2 or something, I think.
Okay.
Tiff had a whole she had a whole laughing fit about it, and I was just like enjoying watching her laughing fit, and also like, thank you for telling me, because I wouldn't have seen this. Like I wouldn't have known what that, like I wouldn't have registered that. So
Mhm. It was note 3 of the amendment. Ooh, interesting.
note 3. I was close. I
You're
said
very
note 2.
close. That's right. It takes teamwork to go through all of this and remember it all. So, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, next up on our list here is now we're into September 5th of 2024. And of course, this is by David. David is letting them know that he has a notice of appeal because, of course, he's going to do that, which is no surprise. We already knew that was going to happen. They appeal everything. Everyone has a right to appeal, so you might as well take advantage of that right? Because you never know. Even though he doesn't really have any good arguments for that, but we'll see. He kind of gave us a heads up in his filing for like a new judge and everything. New judge, new trial, heads up. Why is it cut off like that? Oh, there we go. But it didn't really do anything for me. So his whole thing is Rule 26, I'm sure. Everybody had their drinks ready?
Oh my God. Everyone get their caffeine going. You're going to be hopped up for hours.
Your sanity? I swear, every time we have to read his stuff, my brain just feels so much dumber on Fridays. Like it really, it's just like, oh God. Speaking of David, it doesn't really have anything to do with David. It just reminds me of him. So on Sunday, August 16th, if you're a Besties member or higher for Llama Learns About, I'm going to be reading from the 1956 version of How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, who I fucking hate. And I hate that book, and we all should burn it and hate it as well because it's garbage. You'll have to tune in to figure out why if you don't know.
Which book?
The How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Oh,
book.
It's a book about manipulation.
Absolutely. But to hear it, and it's close to OG, it's not the same book. It's even worse. The earlier versions of this book, and Dale starts out with this huge like prologue of why he wrote the book, and I kid you not, it is like David writing stuff, but worse. Like, but so much worse, of just this ego tripping greatest gift to everyone. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But anyway, just to encourage people to that they'll want to be members for that, because it is.
Yes.
Oh, I hate Dale Carnegie so much. I hate that guy. I have lots to say about that book. So I've already learned about it, but I'm there to help you all learn about it as well, because it's like this huge thing and I hate it. Anyway, I hate it. It literally, and the title literally says how to manipulate people. It says influence, which means manipulate, but you know. Literacy is dead. Anyway, it's going to be a fun time.
True.
It is true. It is.
I read on my phone. I know, like, I love the smell of books, but also I like the convenience of my books being in this device.
Yeah.
Or on my Kindle.
Mm-hmm. I read wherever I can. I mean, nowadays I have a harder time it not being a book and my brain registering it sometimes. Or I might have to like reread more often. I don't know, because I get distracted because I'm not actually like holding it or something. But
We all have
anyway.
like mental blocks or hangups, so that tracks.
Right. Right. Say Cheese says typically the trial. Good morning, Say Cheese, by the way. I don't think I said hi to you yet. Typically, the trial attorney does not represent the client on appeal. This is because usually an effective assistance of counsel is claimed on appeal. Kind of a conflict, David, but he thrives in conflicts, say, because he is a super duper genius lawyer. He's passed the bar 2 times.
Can
First
I give
try,
a
yeah.
spoiler alert on this one?
Sure, go ahead.
That's not why they appeal. They appeal because of ineffective assistance of judge instead.
Which is
Wild.
you're not sure how I feel about Dale Carnegie. I hate that guy. I don't get riled up about too many things, but people that are very close to me know how much I fucking hate that guy and I hate the book. It's the reason the world and people are the way they are today. I'm convinced. It matches up when you
Like the
compare it to the left
entitlement.
wing. Yes, the entitlement, the narcissism, all of the above. You're gonna have to wait for my commentary. Be a member of Besties are for August.
I've already heard it a few
We heard
times.
the prologue. We haven't heard the.
No, I heard your commentary.
Mm-hmm.
I think my last Reddit story last night, Buffy, with the pool, the one with the pool, the entitlement was just like out of this world.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that had problems in those Reddit threads.
Yes, well, that's the point.
Wow.
Always journal on Reddit. Everyone.
I mean, it is Reddit, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's see why David wants to. He's letting the court know that he's going to appeal just ahead of time, just so they know he plans on appealing. But would it need to be filed by now? Well, maybe not, because that'd be July, August. They probably have 90 days or something. Anyway. All right. So let's see why. I'm sure it's going to make so much sense, and he's totally going to win this, and he's totally right. So he says that Laura gives notice that she appeals to the Arizona Court of Appeals from the final judgment, entitled "Order the Application for Attorney Fees and Costs." Oh, so that's what she's appealing. Okay. Dated August 16th and filed in this matter on August 19th. Laura further seeks review of all prior non-appealable interlocutory, that's a word I don't think I've ever said out loud before, interlocutory decisions, orders, and rulings by the Superior Court prior to the entry of final judgment. We don't care about that case law. Don't care. For the appellate court's benefit, Laura notes an obvious issue. Obvious, you dummies. You dumb dummies. The fee judgment does not contain the finality certification required by Family Law Rule 78, and thus the judgment would ordinarily not be appealable standing alone. Nevertheless, in light of the unfortunately complicated procedural history of this matter, which is so funny, because remember, hold on, let me finish this sentence. It is clear the fee judgment is final and properly appealable as a matter of right. How many of his bullshit filings did we read when he first comes in? This case is simple, guys. This is a simple case. There's no more pregnancy. Done. What are we even doing here?
Joe Cotchett thing where she was like telling Greg, she was telling Greg it's a slam dunk. As Joe Cotchett, obviously. It's a slam dunk. And also it's going to be a landmark case.
Yeah.
But no. That's not how it works.
That's not how any of it works.
It's not.
Almost as if Joe didn't write that email.
Almost.
Almost as if that probably didn't happen. Hello, Rasmataz and Miss Wings. Thanks for joining us today. Bill says the notice of appeal is usually a paragraph letting the court know, and then they have a longer time to file the appeal. Well, with David, it's never short, ever.
We're just happy that it's not 35 pages long.
Yet. Yet. The notice of appeal in California is a check the box form. Oh, okay. Well, David would still probably attach a 30-page letter about it, asking for more time to file the appeal, I'm sure.
And
Um,
more pages.
More pages. Yes. Yes, because 30 is not enough. Not enough. So he goes ahead and says, this is all very complicated. This is so because this action involved a single paternity establishment claim, which was tried to the court on June 10th, 2024. On June 18th, the Superior Court issued a signed written decision at which fully resolved that claim. The under advisement ruling contained a finality certification as follows. It is therefore ordered, pursuant to Rule 78B, Arizona Rules of Family Law, that this is a final judgment and it shall be entered by the clerk. The time for appeal begins upon entry of this judgment by the clerk. Emphasis added. That's the final judgment, he says. Oh, we're going to use all caps. Okay. On July 12th, Laura timely filed a pleading entitled Motion to Vacate Judgment, Motion for a New Trial, and Motion to Alter Amend Judgment. This motion sought relief pursuant to Family Law Rules 83 and 85. Accordingly, this post-trial motion automatically extended Laura's time to appeal. Oh, of course. Yeah. All right. Time to appeal from the June 18th post-trial decision, which was certified as final and appealable. But in his last one with when he wrote that thing to Judge Fisk about what and it thrown out, he said it wasn't. He said it wasn't appealable because it didn't count. Right? Am I crazy? I don't think I am. I think it's just David gaslighting all of us. 10 million words or less, please, David.
I think he says lots and lots of words and doesn't think about how they come back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, because he just types. It's just like he just types.
He must have very
strong
strong fingers on that one, I guess. Very he's just so many words.
I'm convinced these are his stream of consciousness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just types, like he just does it. Like he doesn't think about anything. This is just his diary.
As evidenced by his TwitX as well. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Stream of consciousness, indeed.
Let's see. Therefore, the fee judgment constitutes a signed written order disposing of the last such remaining motion. This means the fee judgment is appealable pursuant to law because the rule only requires the entry of a signed written order, which the fee judgment clearly is, not an order certifying the matter as final per family law rule. Okay. David, you're so exhausting. Yes, CCH's agrees. Hello, good morning, Mother Pugger. Hope you're doing well today. Happy to see you here. Good morning. So in addition to her post-trial motion, I'm sorry, I skipped the paragraph. Again, because the procedural history of this matter is confusingly complicated, seems redundant, but okay. Some additional information is helpful to understand why the fee judgment necessarily resolved Laura's post-trial motion, even though it does not specifically mention it. Well, why don't you tell us, David? I'm excited. In addition to her post-trial motion seeking relief under these rules, on July 8th, Laura also filed a notice of change of judge for cause. The filing of that motion prevented the named trial judge, Julie Mana, from ruling on Laura's other pending motion. He's had months to work on this appeal that he knew he was going to have to do. Like, he had to have known that, right? He couldn't have really believed that it was going to be given a new trial and a new judge.
I don't know.
Sure
he's pretty like
arrogant.
delusional.
He's pretty arrogant.
Arrogant,
I believe.
But like delusionally arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
think
like most arrogance is delusional, but
that's true.
I think some people are arrogant, and it's not necessarily delusional, but he's specifically delusionally arrogant.
We'll take it. I think also too, it's like a fully do kind of thing with him working with Laura. Like, you just get sucked into her delusions.
Yeah. And some of his, I don't remember if it was in filings or on his blog, or on Twitter, because there were so many words coming from him from all different angles. He said something about how he always wins on appeal before the trial even happened. And I was like, well, I think Greg Woodnick prefers to win the first time and doesn't need a redo.
Right. Buffy always talks about how Gingras throws Laura under the bus every chance he gets, his own client constantly.
I love
So,
Constant.
good point as well.
So did her criminal defense attorney did the same thing, because she's impossible to not throw under the bus. She's so stupid.
Yeah. So there is definitely a large gap. One could call it a canyon if you wanted to, between his abilities and his opinion of his abilities. That Dunning-Kruger effect gets us all. All right. So he said the filing, that motion prevented that. On July 18th, while the notice of change of judge remained pending, the noticed judge, Julie Mata, issued a one-line minute order purporting to deny all of Laura's post-trial motions. Judge Mata issued this decision despite the fact that she was prohibited from doing so because of this rule. Several days later, on July 23rd, Judge Mata admitted the error, claiming she was unaware of the notice of change of judge at the time she denied the post-trial motion. Okay. After Judge Mata withdrew her prior order denying Laura's post-trial motion on August 14th, the presiding family court judge issued an order denying Laura's notice of change of judge. Again, it's all just being denied. It didn't matter who it came from. But I understand there is proper procedure for a reason. But I don't think, we get out the pitchfork. We don't need Hellville's pitchfork quite yet. Not yet. Oh, she's so sad she doesn't get to use it.
I mean, are we at red flag territory?
We'll get there, I'm sure. Because I also forgot to tell you. So we only have a few court things to read today. That's it. But we're going to finish today off with Laura's I was just diagnosed with autism and it explains everything article. So yes, you're going to need those red flags later, probably.
And get ready to feel gaslit and offended by everything she says. So
cool. It wouldn't be a low stream if that wasn't the case.
Yes.
So we already did that. She withdrew that. So 5 days later, on August 19th, the court issued the fee judgment awarding nearly $150,000 in attorney's fees and costs to Clayton Echard. Now, mind you, they racked up, I think it was close to like 80,000 just from when David came on in like 3 months was $20,000 each month. It was crazy because he was just like, I'm going to make everything suck for them. Hi, Julie. Hope you're doing well this morning. Thank you for being here. Go ahead, have a seat on the couch. So while the fee judgment does not expressly mention any arguments raised in Laura's post-trial motion, the fee judgment nevertheless implicitly and summarily denied Laura's request for relief. Laura's post-trial motion raised numerous arguments, doesn't mean they were good ones, which would necessarily preclude an award of fees to Mr. Echard if those arguments were sustained. Accordingly, by awarding fees to Clayton, the trial judge necessarily denied Laura's post-trial motion for relief. Therefore, pursuant to this rule, the fee judgment is appealable because it constitutes a signed written order resolving Laura's post-trial motion, which sought relief from a prior certified final order. Well, that's just crazy. What is happening in this court? Oh my goodness. Just kidding. That's true. If I take a break, I'm sure there will be plenty of talk about BJs and finger banging and all of the other fun stuff that makes it into these things. And we're like
typing that, but I can only use like one hand at a time with where my keyboard is.
Oh,
I'm in a mood today. So let's bring it.
Bring on the BJs and finger banging.
Yes.
I mean, I really guess I need to be careful how I phrase things, right?
Perhaps. Oh, hello, Savage. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well today, sir.
That is a
Ah,
very
okay.
good way to put it, actually. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So to be sure, the Court of Appeals has also recognized another. We're not doing all of his case law. I don't really give a shit that much about it. Doesn't matter in the end, friends. I promise. Does not matter. Viewed in full context, it is clear the fee judgment necessarily and finally resolves Laura's post-trial motion, but by denying all relief Laura requested. Put simply, if Laura's post-trial motion had been granted, the Superior Court could not and would not have awarded fees to Clayton. On the contrary, it would have ordered a new trial before a different judge, and it would have declined to award any fees to Clayton at that stage, maybe in a different timeline. David, but this is the timeline you're on, buddy. Okay, maybe there's another version of reality where that happens. This is not that one, though. By doing what it did, the Superior Court made its final decision clear. For that reason, there is no reason for any additional judicial gymnastics in the trial court, nor is there any reason to allow any further time or opportunity to persuade the Superior Court of its error so that the court's ruling on a pending motion may cure any error and obviate the necessity for an appeal. The trial court has already denied Laura's post-trial motion in its entirety. Then it withdrew the ruling. Then it issued a fee award, which implicitly denied all relief sought in the post-trial motion. Any further proceedings in the trial court to alter this outcome are plainly futile. Accordingly, the Court of Appeals has jurisdiction over this appeal. He's so funny. He's just like, well, I guess we're done talking. I'm done talking about it. I'm going to the manager court, is what I'm doing. Like,
He's like a little child. Me.
is it your birthday, Nord? Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Everybody say happy birthday to Nord.
Whoops, happy birthday.
Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Need my water.
Here very soon. Yeah, before I go to the next one, I need to refill my coffee. Before we go into his amended notice of appeal, which I'm sure is just as riveting as that one, let's step away real quick and get some more coffee.
Oh, is this when the spicy stuff comes out?
Typically.
No, I won't make it. It's way not spicy, probably.
Just the cover page.
But I don't know. I don't feel like he needed to say all of that to the judge. I mean, it was pretty, even in Judge Fisk's ruling that came down about, Mata and all of that, she was just like, well, yeah. Didn't she say some of it was for the appeals court anyway? I believe she did. So this is not brand new.
I think, though, even she was probably thinking he has no appeal. Like, she made a 19-page ironclad with like 2 errors judgment. Like, she was not like, she knew that they were going to try to appeal. So she made it unappealable, basically.
Yeah.
But she used words that weren't words.
And she's a female with a small brain whose daddy's probably sitting there while she was writing all 19 pages.
Yeah, her dad was sitting there, which was not proven. It's like, has anyone confirmed that it was actually him?
I don't know that.
Yeah, he is like a Karen for sure.
I'm gonna go to
they call them a Darren. A Darren.
Is it? I've heard it's a Chad, or is that a different thing?
No, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm just
Kevin.
taking the D from David and putting it in front of Karen. So
I like Darren better. That
okay.
makes more sense.
I like
cool
that
kids
version.
Are calling it, but
You're welcome,
cool
David.
Kids. I just call them Karen because it emasculates them, which is nice anyway.
And they don't like that.
No, they do not.
He does not like it.
They complain to the manager.
That tramp stamp Esquire was really hurting my feelings. Oh gosh. All right. So here's his amended thing. Let's see what he has to say that's any different than before, but okay. Here's the amended notice of appeal. When did he file this? I'm sorry, I forgot to say. 4 days later on September 9th. Took him 4 days. That means somebody must have pointed something out on the internet or something.
Yep.
That's what I've learned from David.
On Twitter or on his blog.
On Twitter. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Hi, Snow Wonder. Happy to see you here today. Yes, happy birthday to Nord.
Okay.
Everybody tell her again, happy birthday. It was verified that her dad was listening in the audience. That said, only a fool would think he did influence her decision. He's a jurist as well. Exactly. I mean,
Okay.
even if he was there, who cares? He can
So,
be
yeah,
there, but
he's a member of the like he was at a public hearing. He's allowed to be there. Plus, he wasn't
Exactly.
even in the courtroom. But even if he was, he's just observing.
yeah, it happens all the time.
He's
It's
allowed
not
to
that
do
weird.
that. This is America. You're allowed to view public court hearings. So
What? Shocking.
I know. I know.
All right. So he says, to be clear, idiots, this amendment is made solely to address an order issued after the original notice was filed. I don't even know what that is. Oh, maybe that's the next one. Oh, you know what it is? I think I have these. Well, I don't have them out in order. It just happens. Hold on, let me do this so you can see the one-page order. Because
Well,
this
they
was the same
also
day.
they
Or,
don't
I'm sorry.
always hit the docket in order as well. So
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
also playing into it.
Because this was dated the 6th, this order, but it wasn't filed until the 9th. That happens a lot.
Oh, Teresa. Okay, that's some interesting info. Okay, I didn't know that it was definitely confirmed that he was there or not. So I've been saying that for a while. No one has said anything until now, but okay, he was there. Okay, that means nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't really
And David still put together a whole compilation of crap that was both hearsay and provably incorrect because I said it. I said it on camera. I said it. And I was able to play that clip at the beginning of my stream last night, by the way.
Oh, nice. You got it to work?
I did. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Mhm,
Nice. I'll tell you what, the internet, and I don't know if there's been a solar storm what's happening. But there's just been a lot of issues with
Yes.
tech
Well,
things.
obviously,
I don't
Greg is
understand.
hacking us, obviously.
Oh, yeah. God. Should've
But
known.
also, I actually, Just Jen, angel that she is, she actually sent me the clip. So I just downloaded it and played it.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Fuck the internet.
Fuck the internet and its problems. There we go. Just kidding. We love you, internet. We love you.
We do. Just cause less issues for us, please. In fact, if you're going to black out or on anyone and cause issues for them, let it be Laura. She should not be on the internet anyway.
No, she isn't, but she is.
No.
She's always looking, always watching.
Mhm.
So Judge Mata does put in this order denying their motion to vacate the judgment, new trial, all of the above, officially. So that way he should be
Teresa was
happy.
joking.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Oops, okay. I don't know what that was about. All right. So that came in on the 6th. So that's what he's talking about. Now we understand that line. Okay. So to be clear, this amendment is made solely to address an order issued after the original notice was filed. As explained in the original notice of appeal on August 19th, the trial court issued a judgment and order that implicitly denied an earlier time extending motion, which sought relief under the rules. Although the August 19th, why is that weird font? Why is that? David?
Because it's David.
You had to copy and paste the date from someplace else? What is this font here? Okay. Fee judgment. He's very nitpicky. If you haven't heard anything from David, he is a nitpicky bitch about everything. And then we'll turn around and make the same mistake in the same paragraph. It's very funny.
And 45 more.
And 45 more, yes. So fee judgment in order did not expressly deny or even mention the pending rule motion. The original notice of appeal explained the order was nevertheless appealable. Okay. In other words, the original notice of appeal asserted that the August 19th fee judgment should be treated as a signed written order that resolved by denying a pending motion to alter or amend filed by Laura on July 12th. The July 12th motion sought relief from a minute entry ruling. Okay, who cares, David? What are you saying?
He's kind of saying that it wasn't the official judgment or something. I think there was an issue with the official judgment wasn't put in, but I think there was a time issue with that.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't see why this needed to be in the amended part, because I
because
feel
he
like
needs
he
to
just went
complain
over it.
about everything at all times, obviously.
I feel like he just went over this.
It's
No?
David.
It's David.
He needs to use 5 million words or more in everything he does.
That's true. Or his computer breaks. Or he's like that Speed movie, you know? He has to type 5,000 words or else his computer is going to blow up. Maybe that's it. We don't know.
Oh, I forgot about that part of Speed. I love that movie.
I do too. What a great movie
So
that
good.
was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's pretty good. So
Yeah, it
pop
is.
quiz, hot shot. I use that so much in my everyday life all of the time. I love it.
Oh God.
Also,
Keanu
it's
Reeves.
so cute.
Mm.
Full moon, maybe so, Mary. Yeah, that's true. We had one of those this week, I think.
Yes.
It is so David to file an amendment to notice of appeal. Like, what are we doing here? Just do it already. This meant Laura's time to appeal the June 18th ruling was extended until the entry of a signed final order denying the July 12th motion. Thus, the original notice of appeal identified the August 19th fee judgment as the primary order being appealed because it granted relief that was only possible if the July 12th motion was denied. Is he asking her to like refile it or something? Despite this, earlier today, on September 9, 2024, dear diary, the Supreme Court issued a new one-line minute entry that hurt my feelings, purporting to deny the July 12, 2024 motion to alter amend. The September 9th minute entry order is unassigned and does not contain a finality certification pursuant to the rule. Oh my goodness. No.
Pursuant.
Nevertheless, for the same reasons explained in the original notice of appeal, the unsigned September 9th minute order is final and appealable pursuant to the rule. Okay. So now so what he's saying is, I said the other one wasn't because it wasn't official, but this one is now. So I'm going to appeal that one too. Is that what's happening? But don't worry. He starts off literally he knows he's talking out his ass because he starts the next paragraph to eliminate any possible confusion, because I'm very confused.
So like no legal filing should ever contain anything saying what I have said might be confusing.
No.
In my opinion.
He also filed an amendment in his bar case. Oh yes, not to say his amendment was because of me and Patrick, but it was because of me and Patrick.
It was. I love it.
Bruce, is that the one where
The dead moose?
Yes. Was that it? I think it
so.
was.
I think it
Oh
was.
my goodness. Hi, After Hours. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today, good sir.
Hi.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's always stated with so many words to not say anything at all.
Ooh, Echoes has a memory. As memory serves, the court clerk sent the unfinished order out early, and when David saw he lost and had a shit fit, of course, and made a deleted blog post about it, going on about what he was going to do to Mata.
Never. That doesn't track. What are
Yeah.
you talking about, Echoes?
Wow.
Is he appealing his appeal? No, he's amending his notice to appeal. He hasn't even appealed anything yet. He's just letting them know, by the way, I'm going to appeal this.
He's arguing with himself.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, Negla, have a beer. It's Pukong Friday.
That's right. It is Fukong Friday. I got a
Yes.
bottle of wine in the fridge for our afternoon show. By the way, guys,
Oh, he did write too, didn't he? I don't know which
after
one had
this,
Patrick.
our True Crime and Wine Time show, me and Terry, we're going over a bunch of information that was left out of the new Netflix documentary, A Toxic Love Story. If you haven't seen it, if you have seen it, you should join us because there's a lot of stuff that was left out. So we're going to go over that this afternoon. So I got my bottle of wine chilling in the fridge. Anyway, so to eliminate any possible confusion or doubt as to which orders judgments are subject to this appeal and which are not, Laura gives notice that her original notice of appeal is hereby amended as follows. Oh, thank God he's clearing this up for us. I'm sure it'll be so easy to understand now. In addition to any and all orders identified in the original notice, Laura also appeals to the Arizona Court of Appeals from the Superior Court's September 9th order denying her July 12th motion to alter amend. Yeah, we figured that, but okay. Here we are. Also copy and pasting, but not making it the same, which drives me crazy. Here, the original notice of appeal was timely because it was filed on September 5th, which is less than 30 days from the date the fee judgment was entered on August 19th. This amended notice of appeal is also timely because it seeks review of the minute entry order filed earlier today. So he's just trying to extend his time some more. Got it. Well, thank goodness you wrote 4 pages for that, David. I was so lost. What would we do without you to explain it to us simply?
I'm so glad. He's so good at explaining things.
He's so good at it.
He's so
good. Oh, let's see. All right. So next up on our list here, before we go to the article, is this is titled, what is it titled? Judge Mata's bar complaint against David Gingras. Yikes. I imagine that can't be good. I can't imagine that when a judge sends a bar complaint about a lawyer to the bar. That's
I was
probably not
I was
great.
gonna say that can't be good when it's a judge.
So this is his complaint about Judge Mata.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
Is it?
No, I'm asking. Oh, this is her complaint
No,
against him to the
Yeah.
bar.
It says
Okay, sorry, brain.
regarding David Gingras.
Okay.
So I assume
This
she's
is her bar
complaining.
complaint.
And her name is on the header.
Yeah, and she's able to say things in less than 1 million words in general.
Oh, wait. Dear Judge. Okay. Yeah.
But she's
I've
thorough.
read that part. Hold on. I'm just checking to make sure because sometimes, oh, this is her whole writing. This is David Pollock. We've already read that in the previous one. Or this could be, I don't
signed
know.
Joe
Actually,
Mata.
now I'm not sure.
No,
we'll
it
find
sounds
out.
like
Okay.
it says regarding David Gingras. I don't
Yeah.
think he's going to write a paper regarding himself, but it is David, so who knows?
I know.
Let's
I think
talk
it's
about me.
I think it's her bar complaint against him because I think that's what his bar complaint or his bar issues right now are because of this, right?
I think the main ones indeed are because of this.
Yeah. So I do believe it's because of this, but I don't know. You people in the chat can let me know if that's correct, or if this is a response to many of the other bar complaints that have been filed. So you've only heard of it happening once locally. Ugh, yeah, that seems like it's going to be real bad. All right, so she files this on September 10th, or sends this September 10th to the bar, to whom it may concern. Oh, yeah. This case, the paternity case, was heard on June 10th, 2024. The case had substantial media and social media attention. At the case's inception, both parties were not represented. Petitioner Laura Owens retained several attorneys during litigation, but the case was ultimately tried by Mr. Gingras. Respondent Clayton Echard was represented by Greg R. Woodnick. Due to the media attention and concerns expressed by Laura, measures were taken to provide safety to all participants, freedom of the press, and transparency prior to the hearing. Laura's request for a court security escort from counsel's car into the courtroom while in the hearing and at the conclusion of the hearing was granted, along with measures to ensure any parties with an active order of protection or injunction against harassment were kept the appropriate distance from each other. Prior to the trial commencement, court security and Maricopa County Sheriff's Office advised the court that counsel for Laura called 911. That's David. David called 911, as of course he should not have done, but okay, from the parking lot of the Northeast facility, attempting to have Michael Marraccini arrested for violation of an OOP that Laura had renewed in California. With court security and MCSO present, the court is unsure why 911 would be necessary. It's for dramatic flair, Mata. Come on. Think of the drama. Law enforcement was already present. This court, through security and MCSO, advised the responding police officers that Michael Marraccini was responding to a valid subpoena and was not to be detained prior to testimony, if at all. The court is unclear why this witness was identified and an arrest requested. The parties and some witnesses have competing OOP and IAH. While the court is unable to find this is witness tampering, given the totality of the circumstances in pretrial litigation regarding the subpoena and witness Michael Marraccini, it strongly appears to be an attempt to prevent his testimony by counsel. Ooh, yeah, this is her bar complaint. She's saying,
witness intimidation and tampering.
Yeah, yikes.
But that's what he did. And of course he's going to deny it, but that's what he did. He did that.
Yikes.
Did he not see that when he was doing it? Like he didn't like foresee that people would have an issue with that and see it as witness tampering. I mean, that's so idiotic.
Yeah. It was so dumb. So dumb. So dumb. Respondent with Clayton intended to call Michael Marraccini and Greg Gillespie to provide evidence of other crimes, wrongs, or acts to show motive, opportunity, intent, preparation, plan, knowledge, identity, absence of a mistake, or lack of mistake pursuant to Rule 404B. The court previously found their testimony to be relevant and admissible. During the petitioner's cross-examination, Mr. Gingras appeared to be signaling his client with sweeping arm movements, including marking an X with his arms and sweeping his arms along the front of his body. Oh, yeah, this is definitely her complaint to the bar.
Teresa was in the courtroom.
Oh, I know Teresa was there.
No, she wasn't in the overflow room like me. She was actually in the courtroom.
Oh,
proper.
nice.
So she saw all the hand, because we only saw what the video feed caught. We didn't see his hand movements until they panned the camera over.
Oh, interesting. I'm sorry, Snow. Happened to somebody else earlier. Somebody said something. I wonder if it's a YouTube thing where it's just probably, why not? Is it good for everybody else though? Just so we know. So she's also saying that he's signaling, coaching his own client. So that's interesting. It appeared to be an attempt to prompt certain responses from Laura. Once counsel for Clayton stood between Mr. Gingras and Laura, she became agitated and emotional. She asked for a brief recess, which was granted because, well, no, lag was happening to you too, huh? I wonder why that is. Oh, well.
YouTube is asshole.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think it happened yesterday when we were live. It like kicked everybody out and then they had to come back in or something. Yeah. Who knows?
You're probably doing something on the back end that's screwing it up for everybody on the front end.
Could be. And the stream is cutting out? That's interesting.
It's got to be because StreamYard's running fine back here. So
yeah.
It's got to
Cool.
be YouTube.
And YouTube seems
love
to
that.
be running fine on my other screen.
Well, there was a Google update too. By the
Yeah.
way. So maybe there was an update to YouTube last night too. I don't know. Probably they go change things
yes.
and it messes everything up. So, no. It's not just you. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, Teresa was one of 4 people in the courtroom.
Oh, there we go. Ooh,
Mhm.
look at you getting prime seating. Wow. So the court issued a ruling dated July 17th, 2024. Docketed June 18th, the court received an email from Mr. Gingras on the 17th demanding the following of the court, which we already read from him before, wanting answers about her dad and all this other stuff. Of note, Mr. Gingras demanded that the court respond to him by 5 p.m. the following day. That's right. Demanded a response, which is crazy. Litigation by email is inappropriate. The courts.
Put it into motion, bitch.
Right?
That's what she's saying.
Well, I believe that was their response. Her clerk's response was file it appropriately. Okay, great.
This
thanks,
is improper.
Yeah, I remember that email. That was a lot of audacity.
The court responded, instructing the parties to file any appropriate motions. Mr. Gingras filed a notice of change of judge for cause, memorandum and affidavit in support on July 8th. While the court takes no issue with the notice, Mr. Gingras was unprofessional and inappropriately disparaging within his pleading. For example, the shameful conduct not only violated Laura's rights, it raises serious questions regarding Judge Mata's fitness as a judge of the Superior Court. Any reasonable objective observer in Laura's position would be justified in wondering, was my case fairly decided based on the evidence, or was Judge Mata simply trying to impress her father? Look at me, Daddy. I'm a real judge now. Just watch me destroy a young woman's life because the other party was on The Bachelor. Because that's exactly what a reasonable person would think. No, not at all. I've attached a copy of the pertinent hearing minute entries and motion for your review. I am available to discuss further if you deem it warranted. Yikes.
Yeah, you pissed off the judge. That never
You
works
sure
out well
did.
for anyone.
You sure did. You do not want to have a judge filing for that. Ooh.
You don't want the fire of the judge on you.
Man, I must say, that's for those that are new to the whole Laura Owens thing, to know towards the end, you have Laura facing 14 felony counts. You got David, who's now taking his possible bar license suspension to the Supreme Court. And nothing to everyone else. Just also really solidifies just how inept and wrong their actions were, because to even get charges for perjury in the first place, unfortunately, does not happen near enough as it should, quite frankly. So the fact that she did get those.
They should make an example of Laura, because they should show that perjury is actually important and you can get charged with it if it is, if you do it. Even if it's to a less egregious extent as Laura did, it should still be held up as an example, like, hey, you can get in trouble for doing this, so don't do it.
Yeah.
Woodnick side had 3. Woodnick's side had 3 people and no one looked at him during Laura testimony.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was. Wow, what a wild time to have been.
Yeah, you must have had to rein it in. She said it was hard not to stand up and object, as tempting as it was. Yeah. It's too bad the audience can't object.
Right? Though, I mean, never a good idea. But here we are. No, I think that it would have been really interesting to see. I didn't see the hand gestures and stuff so there were 2 versions of the trial that day. There was Laura Knighty's stream, which was facing Laura and the judge, like facing that wall. But then there was the court stream, which was facing out. So we ended up switching to Lauren's because the audio was a little better. But were the hand movements and stuff noticeable on the other?
No, because
okay,
it's really, in my opinion, it's really stupid the way their Zoom stuff works. And I believe we had the Zoom view in the overflow room.
Okay.
So basically, it's one of those things where, like, on Zoom or Teams or whatever, you can have the setting where whoever is talking, their screen is visible, but no one else's is. So the judge was visible the whole time. She was like pinned, I guess. The evidence was visible the whole time. And then the other screen that was showing was like whoever was talking, whether it was Woodnick's side, the witness, or Gingras. So
yeah, not a fan
movements
of that.
Don't trigger the sound to like get the attention video wise onto him. So we didn't know until Deandra started saying in the overflow room, Deandra started saying, excuse me, you're keep looking at your attorney, blah, blah, blah. And then we were like,
because she does go to block.
Yeah.
But
boots on the ground on my one side, and the clerk the judicial clerk on my other side. Kris Jenner in front of us or next to Boots. I can't remember. But yeah, like oh my God, what a time to be alive.
Right. Yeah. So Judge Mana has
true.
filed a bar complaint. Again, that's just no good. That explains a lot because we know that he has a bar complaint. We haven't gotten to all of that in our timeline yet,
So
but
you cover
that's interesting.
true crime very frequently, obviously. Like that's
Yeah.
what you do. How common is it for a judge to file a bar complaint against a lawyer that was on one of the cases?
None that I've heard of.
No.
For them to file complaints on one another, it has to, I imagine, like even another lawyer, and I know I have some in our chat, to file one against another lawyer is also probably like, you only do it if you really, really have to, because it's like breaking some,
I don't even think
something.
I don't even did Greg Woodnick, I don't even think he filed a bar complaint against Gingras, and he had plenty of ground to do that. Or did he? I don't think he did.
I don't know. I feel like there were some bar complaints that we don't have because they were sealed or something, I think. I don't know. I really don't know about all of that.
I know for sure, obviously, Judge Mata, Dr. Deans, and maybe Mike Marraccini. I think
he did.
I think those are the ones that probably like triggered the whole thing from him just getting a slap on the wrist to like actually having consequences.
I was going to say, I think Mike filed one.
Dave Neal filed one, but was rejected, and et cetera, et cetera. We talked to him. He's not going to do it again. That's a lie. He did it again. It's over and over.
And two, like civilian, non-legal field people, right, do file bar complaints all the time. I mean, that's usually their go-to when they're not happy, so and they are investigated and all of that, but I imagine that if it comes from somebody that is in that field, then it is taken even more seriously, I would think, because this is your colleague here, and you understand the consequences that your colleague would face if your complaint was true. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of people file and they don't really understand that their filing is irrelevant. It's not.
I actually wonder. So Echo said that Ducky filed one against him and Lauren. Yeah, I just don't think he was taking any of those. I don't think the bar was taking any of those seriously. But the one from the judge,
usually don't.
Yeah, and the one from the judge though. Yeah, he's such a misogynist that must have really pissed him off. But I wonder if Ducky's bar complaint is the one that he attributed to, because I don't know her name. I wonder if Ducky's bar complaint is the one that he attributed to Tramp Stamp Esquire, which is me, because we are not the same person. I don't know if you could tell from our two different channels, but we're not the same person. We have different faces and stuff, we are both real people. Neither of us are AI, as far as I could tell.
But yeah, I imagine
not the same person if that was her. But either way,
I imagine it's the same, like as them, as Judge Mata recommending Laura to the DA's office. I'm sure it's the same kind of weight of her going to the bar as well.
Yeah,
so I don't know. We'll see.
Also, Dr. Dean's, like that also was probably an important one that they got. I don't know how frequently witnesses who are experts file bar complaints as well. Probably not very common.
I don't know. Somebody did the bar complaints math somewhere, and broke it all down about. Yeah, like how many like get filed?
I think there were 13 against him.
Well, not just with this one, but like in general.
From this case alone.
13?
I think so. 12 or 13. Echo said I didn't file one because he was doxing everyone after the bar notified him. Yeah, because you have to put your actual information on there unless you are writing the bar complaint with your lawyer, in which case you can put their information there.
Oh, wow.
He was doxing them after people were complaining?
Yes.
I mean, you're just like...
Yep.
Proving their point, why you need a bar complaint against them.
Yep. Over and over again.
Oh my God.
Say Cheese says it is not only is it rare for a judge to make a bar complaint, It is rare to get so many people complaining at the same time. Like, yikes. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Marilyn, for the super chat. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, ladies, for making my Friday by
I think
raging on dumbass Gingy. May he officially be disbarred soon. Justice for all the victims of Low. Amen to
I
that,
think
sister.
I wish I would have seen like Dave Neal file an amended bar complaint when he like was threatening his wife and said like terrible things about his wife.
Yeah.
That would have been more like in the timeline closer to everyone else's bar complaint. So it might have been taken more seriously when he amended it.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why I think those
Mhm.
other ones hold a lot more weight because you're not going to see as many of those to back up the
Yeah.
civilian complaints, if you will. So
Mhm.
excellent point there. Well, let's go ahead and get into the article. The article. Buff, do you mind reading this one? Because I gotta like rest my voice a little bit. Feeling not so great.
Is there
Give
gonna
us
be
some
sexy
sassy
talk?
Laura today. I don't have the sassiness in me today. I'm much too tired.
Echoes,
So,
I agree. The violence against Dave and Omar needed more complaints. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
And I'm surprised I don't think Omar filed a bar complaint either, but maybe he should in the California.
I can't hold on. I'm trying to get it to pull up.
Because if California doesn't already know about the bar situation in Arizona, then maybe Omar filing in California would tip them off.
could be. But then again, if he's doing it in California, there isn't, because he didn't actually try that case because he wasn't allowed to.
No, but he came after him online, which is like inappropriate
Okay.
for a lawyer.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, we
was
did skip
making
all the
threats against Omar's wife. So
okay.
yeah.
Because we skipped, when we were covering it for the fundraiser to like briefly catch up, we did
Yeah.
skip a lot of their arguing with David about whether or not he could do the case or not. And we are going to touch back on those once we get there in the timeline. But there was quite the battle of whether or not David could represent Laura and stuff. So we just hadn't actually got to those.
Yeah, there was a lot and it was very good. And if I were you guys, when you get up to it in the timeline, I recommend asking Reality Steve if you could play his video of
the debate.
him, Gingras, and Rachel Juarez, because your audience will love it.
I've heard. We haven't watched it.
It's so good. It's so satisfying. It's so juicy. It's amazing.
We should finally be getting to like the body cam search warrant in like
Still
September,
haven't
I
seen
think. Yeah, we still haven't seen it. We're good. We're good little llamas and buffies.
Oh my God, you guys. Can I be on that stream?
Yeah, if you want to. If you're free, sure. That's totally fine.
Oh my
totally.
God.
She's gonna take the day off.
Right. I'll let everybody. Well, I got to plan my schedule this weekend anyway, so I'll let you know what it ends up laying out to be. So, all right, you got to pull it up, Buff.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave this up here while I go use the bathroom and get more coffee. All right.
Hi, Jupiter.
Let's get mad, guys. Let's get mad.
All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
All right. Growing up, I was the shy one in a family of big personalities. Both of my parents were talk show hosts, able to command every room they walked into. And my sister was the life of every party, always surrounded by people who adored her. And me? I stayed on the sidelines, painfully shy, terrified to speak up. Not because I didn't want to, but because I didn't know how. I wanted so badly to feel comfortable in my own skin, to move through life with ease and confidence that they seemed to have. I tried. God, did I try. I devoured every self-help book I could find, convinced that if I worked hard enough,
I bet her favorite book.
Part of me.
I bet her favorite book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. I'll tell you all that right now, guys.
I don't think she read it very closely. She doesn't have friends.
No, but she is quite a manipulator. She's just not good. She must not have read the list over and over again like a fucking cult that he puts in there. Yeah, that's a whole thing. We'll get there.
I
Don't
think I need to
forget.
read this book.
I'm telling you, I'll send you the copy.
Okay.
What?
I've never
Anyway,
read
continue
it.
on.
I've never read it
I want-
either.
Oh, well, maybe we'll just start a book club. We should start a book club. Anyway,
I'm
sorry,
gonna
go
learn
ahead.
how to win friends and influence people. Oh, okay. Now I have to get back into character. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway. Convinced that if I worked hard enough, I could fix the part of me that couldn't come out of my shell. I wanted so badly to be different. I spent my entire life trying to change. I forced myself into uncomfortable situations, hoping to become the person everyone expected me to be. I read every self-help book I could find, went to daily workout classes, started a podcast, even gave a TEDx talk, thinking that maybe, just maybe, I could mold myself into someone confident, someone outgoing, someone who felt at home in her own skin. Oh my God. But no
Someone
matter,
who feels at home being a criminal and torturing everyone.
This is like a pity party if I've ever heard one.
It also does not explain the autism like at all, by the way. This is not how autistic people think, I don't believe. I also think I might have some autism. I've actually asked I've actually asked my psychiatrist if we could like look into evaluating me for that. But yeah, nah, this is not, that ain't it.
This poor girl.
She's
Had
always a
hard life,
victim,
guys.
a victim and a
Had a
hero.
hard life.
Yes, she's
It's
always
rough.
a victim.
It's rough it's hard to be Laura.
It's really draining when you're both the hero and the victim in every single story.
Yeah, but the hero usually, or the villain doesn't usually know that, they're not the they always think through the hero.
Yes.
But
Yes.
But no matter how hard I tried, I always felt like I was missing the rule book to life. There's a rule book? I didn't get that one. Maybe it's how to win friends and influence people. That
To
everyone
him, it's a
else
rule
hadn't
book. To
given.
Dale Carnegie, it's a rule book, and everybody should read it because he's a genius. And nobody's ever wrote it before. God, I hate that guy.
I just know how to get her riled up. Just mention
It's
the
true.
book.
It is very true. Every time.
The truth is, I missed out on so much because of it. I canceled dinners with friends because the thought of social interaction, even though I desperately wanted to see them, drained me before I even left the house. Welcome to adulthood, Laura. That's just me every day. Ugh.
She doesn't know how to adult. She lives in the mesita and she like just makes piles of clothing and wallows in Dominoes and burritos that she doesn't eat, obviously. And yeah, and tortures people furiously online and makes police calls 500 times a day with her mom in the background saying, "He's a joke, sweetie. He's a joke."
She's not that drained then. Or maybe she's drained because of all that.
I mean, it's a lot of work to have like 3 simultaneous orders of protection against 3 people that you fraudulently filed it for. And, it's a lot to keep all of that up. And also to keep torturing them. So draining.
That's why she's so drained. It's a lot of
So
work.
draining. So much
Friends saw me as unreliable.
I mean, untrustworthy.
Let's ponder that for a moment. You know what's reliable? Is that you're going to make things difficult for everybody continuously.
Yeah.
You can rely on that.
What's reliable is you're going to keep trying to torture people who are innocent. That's reliable.
Yeah.
Friends saw me as unreliable and relationships ended. I don't think that's why the relationships ended. I
So-
even missed my sister's bachelorette party despite being her maid of honor because
Were
the
you
idea-
invited?
Oh,
It's
she
a
invited-
standing invitation. She's family.
That doesn't mean anything. She might have been forced to be her maid, like have her as her maid of honor by her parents.
I agree. I was
So.
saying that as, Laura. I am in Laura's. I am what is that? Method acting, okay?
I'm her maid of honor. Whoa, I have banana voice somewhere.
Yeah, I'm her maid of honor. Of course I was invited to the bachelorette. What do you mean? I don't understand. This is so silly. How could you say not? How could you say otherwise?
I am a very important person, okay?
The most importantest.
Okay, so because the idea of being on for an entire weekend, even though I would have been surrounded by people I loved, left me exhausted before it even started. Girl, I feel like that every time I wake up in the morning surrounded my kids. It wasn't just shyness or introversion. Certain sounds overwhelmed me, even if they weren't loud. They could even make me feel physically ill. Sudden changes threw me into a panic. The smallest shift in routine could derail me, leave me unable to function for hours, sometimes days. I thrived on routine and could eat the same meals for weeks or even months at a time. Oh God, it's like she actually Googled it and just like spitting out like the most surface level symptoms. Like,
she chat GPT it.
yeah, I was gonna say like these are just like the easy symptoms to relay. Like the other,
Which could also be
Okay.
several other different things, because I have many of these things, but I am not on the spectrum. I have anxiety. They're also very, or maybe I am and I don't know, but I'm not going to claim I do. But
No,
they
we
could
don't
also be,
Autism
yeah,
is
they
a
could.
spectrum.
Well, yeah,
Everybody,
that's true.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's on a spectrum somewhere. It's very big spectrum.
Yes, I agree.
Mhm.
But oh my God, yeah, this is crazy. But also, as Bruce said, and I fully agree with him, she claims she was diagnosed, but she does not prove she was diagnosed. Well, she doesn't prove she was diagnosed with literally anything ever. Like we have
Yeah.
no actual diagnoses for her whatsoever.
Same. I agree.
This squeaky voice is killing me.
Oh, is it still on? Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
That was on purpose.
Sorry, guys.
It's like such a serious topic you're talking about. And the squeaky voice, and it's
She
just
never
so
has a
funny.
diagnosis for anything. No, sorry. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that happens. That happens. Yeah, I by the way, I do not believe any of this. Again, I don't believe anything that's coming from her about anything medical. I won't even believe medical evidence until that doctor is sitting on the stand who gave her the thing at this time. And even then, I'm going to be questioning it because Dr. Medjo, even then, that's not a reliable witness. So that's just, but let's hear more of what she has to say.
Well, to be fair too, like I say in my streams as well, there's that Meghan Trainor song, I Know You're Lying Because Your Lips Are Moving.
Yeah.
This whole family of liars.
That's true.
Well,
That's
and she seems to like to hide behind things because, oh, you can't be mean to me if I've had this or this is like she hides behind these things being like, well, people can't hurt because then you're the bad person. It's like, no,
Yeah.
It's a shield.
That's why she's trying to make herself even more of a victim by saying she has all these things always happening to her.
And you can have any of these things and still be a fucking asshole. And she is.
Yeah.
She is an asshole.
It's true. It's true.
I don't think she has any of these things. That's the thing. I don't think she has any of these things. I'm even suspicious about the PCOS because as someone who has PCOS, when she said it's not something I deal with on a daily basis in that one hearing, I literally was just like,
that's not even how it works.
Get fucked.
I was about to say. I don't
Actually
think
get
that's how that
fucked.
works.
No. I deal with it on a daily basis. It's something that you have to deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But also people with autism typically don't lie much.
They can, but very few
They can,
do.
but
Not everyone
it's
has the
very
same
rare.
symptoms or, experience. But I fully believe that this was just a shield for her because everything else has been thus far.
Yeah,
So that's my theory
exactly.
of it.
I agree. Like all these diagnoses and all these, wow, look at me, I'm a victim, but I'm also a hero and I'm going to make a TEDx talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Continue on, Buff.
Yes. Sorry.
With this nonsense.
Oh no, we will talk for hours and forget where we're actually at.
Absolutely.
Over the years, I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, ADHD, and PTSD. All the acronyms. Each one explained a piece of the puzzle, but never the whole picture. Then, after my life fell apart in ways I could never have imagined, I found out the truth. I have high functioning autism.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's all solved, guys. Problem solved. I'm sure she's also in there, all the things, right?
So high functioning, the highest functioning, obviously.
Y'all,
Right.
it was really hard for me to come out with that. I need your support. I need you to be supportive.
Hey, Amos and Annie.
Autism wasn't something I ever thought could describe me. I always assumed it meant struggling with emotions or missing social cues, things I never had trouble with.
Okay,
I
well, that's debatable.
understand humor.
I disagree with you, Laura. Very much cannot control your emotions or miss social cues because you've lived in a bubble.
She definitely has trouble with social cues.
She doesn't, yeah. It's beyond having trouble with social cues. It's like she purposely ignores them or stomps on them.
She also understands humor. She understands humor.
I feel like
she said sarcastically.
Well, I don't know about the humor. There's quite a few funny people that have that have autism. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they know that they're like if they're intentionally funny or they don't realize how funny they are. Because it's a very dry sense of humor that many people sometimes have, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
My son made a joke the other day that was actually funny. I can't remember it. And I was like, oh my God, he's usually so literal. So when he makes it and like he like sarcasm, he misses.
Yeah.
And he said something that was like, I was like, oh my God, he said something funny. That's hilarious. Okay. Anyway, I'm off the topic, but it's funny when they finally like, I don't know if he was just repeating something or he was actually trying, but it was super funny.
I'm very inconsistent. Sometimes I do miss sarcasm, but I give a lot of sarcasm. So I don't know.
See, he doesn't understand it and he doesn't give it. Like he's gonna respond like I'm looking for a sarcastic response and
like I don't use my disabilities as like a shield, and I don't use my disabilities as like an excuse for being a dick. Like if I'm a dick, I'm a dick. Like that's just
exactly.
I'm an asshole sometimes, okay? Like and
there's your next shirt. I'm an asshole sometimes.
Well, I was gonna say I actually have my proud member of the fake online schmear campaign shirt on. This is
did it arrive?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is my it's like a muscle tank.
Oh, nice.
It's really cute.
Nice.
I love it. But yeah, so it's on my shop. If everyone wants it. It is a picture that I took of my very own bagel that I eventually ate after I took a picture. And if you've been watching the bankruptcy stuff, you know about the schmear campaign situation.
Yeah. Mother Pucker says you're an asshole because you're a New Yorker. And you wear it with pride.
Hell yeah, I do. It's just how I roll.
Right.
I'm honest. I think that's kind of what it, and unapologetically, and possibly the unapologetic part is the New Yorker.
Yeah, they dropped the link in the chat. If you're not subscribed to Hello, please do. It's a fun time. We had a lot of fun over there.
Thanks, Amos.
Um,
I have your Lego as a background in here, but then I realized I have to like close my camera. Hold on. Let's.
She made you a very cute Lego person.
Yes.
Aw. She
I love
makes
it
the
so
best
much.
Legos.
And then if I do that, look how cute.
Oh, look how cool.
I love
Yes.
that. I don't know how
Yes,
you did
there's
that.
more. My little LED flame is on the right, but we're squares right now, so
Yeah.
you can't really see it. But that's my little Reddit logo and stuff. So
How'd you do that?
ah,
I love
genius. And she's so like obnoxiously humble about it. She was like, well, it's just AI. I was like, oh, thank you so much. You're such an artiste. And she's like, it's just AI. I'm not really an artist. And I was like, knowing those prompts isn't art, okay? Like I can't get it to do anything that I want ever.
It's true. It's hard.
So yeah, and I think I have ADD. So, and also I'm a bitch. So, when it's warranted. I'm a nice person most of the time, but like if it's warranted, it's warranted. So,
Yeah. Agreed.
yeah, but yeah, that's my little Lego. I love it.
I love it.
So cute. And it got
All
my
right.
sunglasses and everything.
She did a great job with everybody. She made them for like everybody.
Yes.
So cute. All right, continue on. Buff, we got sidetracked again. We'll do our best.
Squirrel. Okay, so I understand humor. I connect deeply with people. I've always felt everything. But what I didn't realize was how much I was working behind the scenes just to keep up. Autism for me wasn't about being disconnected, it was about how hard I was pushing myself to handle things others seem to manage easily. I have a feeling we're going to go off the deep end eventually and she's going to turn like vapid, like venomous, because she always starts out with pity me before she like turns the tables.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then
is this article before or after the anorexia article? I think it's before.
Before.
Okay.
Before.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I
That-
forgot to say the date of this. The date of this article is because I put the dates in with all my things. So I know this was September 17th, which is also the same day as Judge Julie Mata's bar complaint.
Wow.
So what are the odds?
I love it.
Mhm.
Then my life completely fell apart. After a year of celibacy, I found myself staring at a positive pregnancy test. It was 11 days after I hooked up with my then realtor, Clayton Echard, former star of The Bachelor.
Just so you
Suddenly,
know.
in case
Just so you know.
in case you didn't know, because like why are you reading my blog if you didn't?
She always has to make herself peripherally involved in The Bachelor.
Yes.
Suddenly, the structure and predictability that had kept me grounded disappeared. I was consumed by uncertainty and fear, and I froze. I went to urgent care to get the pregnancy confirmed and informed Clayton about the positive test results. I even provided him with access to my patient portal so he could verify it himself. In response, he texted me a list of options like it was a business transaction. Really, girl? You sent a contract.
Right. Has this been taken down? I don't know. This is from the archive. So I don't know if it's still up or not, but probably not.
I'm assuming that at least one of her criminal defense attorneys told her to take these down. I think she did delete some of them or archive them maybe or something, but either way, you already published them. The internet lives forever.
Exactly. So this is through the archive.
RJ,
internet.
yes, she did sleep with a man before and after Clayton. She doesn't like to say that, but that does indeed. We're not there in the timeline yet. Just Just wait.
Right. Oh, can't wait to read that investigative report all over again.
I know.
Knowing all the things now, I can't wait. I'm so excited about it. All right, sorry.
And in response, he texted me a list of options like it was a business transaction. I would like for you to get an abortion. If you do not, that's your choice. Either you'll take 100% custody of the child or it will be put up for adoption, he said. And then later, one of us will have 100% custody. There will be no joint custody. And he ended the conversation by saying that he would talk to me when the time came to take prenatal paternity test would come. When the time came to take a prenatal paternity test would come weeks later. That doesn't even make sense. You need to write that sentence. I hate when she does that to me because I sound like a moron. And then I know I sound like a moron and I have to reread it so I sound like a moron again. Okay.
While sounding like a moron.
I reread things that don't make sense in my brain until they make sense in my brain. So I get you. And thank you, Echoes, for clarifying that. Yeah, I thought so.
Good question, Stage Cheese. What does this have to do with we don't know. Nothing.
Nothing ever has to do with anything she's talking about. She just wants to talk.
She needed a segue so that she can rationalize her actions again.
I'm sure we'll find out.
And she just wanted y'all to know she has autism, guys. She just wanted y'all to know. Well, she didn't make an announcement. A couple of weeks later, he texted me to invite me to his apartment to talk, saying, I feel God is telling me we should meet up.
This is a godless woman, so stop trying to use this fake faith crap.
She does all the time.
She does not believe in God of any kind. She is a godless, faithless, crappy human. Anyway, go on.
That's just weird to even say.
Yes.
I thought we might finally be able to make a decision together about the pregnancy, something we could navigate as adults. I hope that maybe the pressure wouldn't be solely on me anymore, that together we could do what was best for all involved.
Right.
She only brings up God and faith as a manipulation tactic. She never she only brings it up as like a last resort thing. Like even with Greg, when she's like, well, God wouldn't want us to abort, Like she only brings it up. And then she's like with Clayton, after he's basically telling her absolutely not, she's like, well, I think I'm not going to get the abortion because, you're into your faith. And so that made me think that we are both on the same page with our faith, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like sitting here like,
what are you talking about?
Have you ever been to church or temple or like
I don't think so.
Mosque or anything? Like you're a godless, faithless human and you're a piece of shit and you're not religious in any way, shape, or form. Stop pretending.
Let it out, honey.
And I
will. Lobster claws for Hellville.
All right. But when I arrived, instead of a conversation, he handed me a pregnancy test he had bought and asked me to take it in front of him. I did, and it came back positive. In his deposition, Clayton admitted to buying the test, but later tried to dismiss the result by saying, let's call it an HCG test because we know she was never pregnant. When asked directly if the box indicated it was a pregnancy test, he replied, sure, I guess that's what they market it as for people who are actually truthful and take these tests and don't lie. He even doubled down in a recent interview with Reality Steve, saying it's known as a pregnancy test for most people, but not her. Babe, let it go.
Do you think she prays to me? Do you think she prays to Hellville?
Maybe.
I'm open.
Even then, they don't. Even in hell, they're like, "Don't join our club." Okay, you're not
You're not welcome here. You're not. No.
You can't sit with us.
You can't come to Hellville specifically, but you do belong in hell.
I go to your hell, Sita. Leave us alone.
The hell, Sita.
Mm.
The day after seeing the test results with my own eyes, Clayton finally seemed to accept reality. He texted me, I wanted you to come over to confirm what I was doubting, so I don't see you as a liar anymore. For a brief moment, I thought we were finally on the same page, and maybe there was a way forward. He even said, I'm going to try and give us a chance this week. I'm keeping an open mind, and maybe this weekend we can meet back up and see if it's a possibility to be intimate. You think he said that? You think he said that? I'm really trying to have you feel seen and heard. So I want to give it a chance your way. At least at the end of it, I'll know I tried everything I could. Oh my God. For the first time, it felt
About
like
that
I'm
autism. Oh my goodness. This is just groundbreaking. Oh, my dogs need out. I'm sorry.
it's oh Lord. For the first time, it felt like I might be getting the clarity I so desperately needed. Girl, he's just not that into you. He never was. But within hours, everything changed again. He told me he had prayed about it and received an answer that we were not meant to be together in any capacity. And then he added, God has spoken to me that it is your body and your choice. Therefore, I'm not going to ask for you to get an abortion. However, that is my preference personally. Okay. I mean, okay, it is your choice.
It's your choice, and he's telling you it's your choice. What's the
Well,
issue?
she's allegedly
like-
had 8 of them. So, it's fine.
I mean,
I don't think she can get pregnant. I think she's
No, I don't
sterile.
think so either. I don't think she's ever been pregnant. It doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't. I think she's sterile.
Could be. I don't know. But I don't think she's ever actually been.
I mean,
Because
it's
her stories of early pregnancy are not.
No, but I mean, I don't even think she can get pregnant, like even if she wanted to. And I think her, I don't know, I don't even because she's always like, well, I don't get my period, blah 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 blah. And I'm just
I also don't
can't
think
get
she wants
pregnant.
to be.
No, and it's
She
better for
see-
humanity that she can't or doesn't get pregnant.
Well, I
anyway.
also think she has real body issues.
Oh yes.
And so to get pregnant would really mess with that. And I think there's
Yeah.
I
think
Oh,
some
that-
former friend or something got in touch with I don't remember who it was, if it was Dave or Bruce or someone who was reporting on this whole thing, and basically said, like, after this blog post came out, said like she's blaming the internet for her anorexia. However, she was anorexic for many years in like high school and thereafter, apparently. So
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what the
can see
time
that.
period was. I don't know what the time period was, but
I
you
can
can't
see
blame
that.
the internet for that, babe. You already had it.
I would say I don't think that I think she's going to use whatever she can to blame on other people,
Mhm,
but I
mhm,
don't necessarily, think
mhm.
that I think those issues were there long before. She has a lot of insecurity.
So much.
Lots of insecurity.
I mean, I think a lot of this comes from like that guy, what was his name? John Cordray said, like, she doesn't have an identity outside of lying. So she doesn't even know who she is. So she has to hold on to the lies.
Yeah,
Like
I believe
really,
that.
really tight,
100%.
or her entire identity crumbles and she doesn't have one.
I 100%
Not a
agree with that.
psychiatrist.
No,
We're
no.
just
I'm not, but
playing
he
one.
is. He is.
I'm not.
And to be clear, he did not diagnose her with anything. He was just saying what common personality traits she has with other people who have been diagnosed with things.
Yeah.
So
I just have strong opinions about certain personalities, and sometimes I see things. Sometimes most of the time I'm not wrong.
same. I think too, like if you ever experienced someone who has some of these personality traits, you pick up on it. So
Yeah.
yeah, you could see the writing on the wall if you've ever experienced dealing with someone like this.
Yeah, she has a few that I'm like, So,
Same.
given his sudden change of heart, I thought maybe he was overwhelmed, uncertain, or just needed time to process everything. In my mind, if he had been open to getting to know each other once, if he was willing to see if we could figure out how to be parents together or at least co-parent peacefully, there was a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. There was a chance he might consider. So over the next few months, I tried to reopen the conversation, hoping we could find common ground. Months later, Clayton leaked those private conversations to the public and the Really? Ma'am, you put the whole shit on the internet.
Right.
Anyway.
The whole thing.
It wasn't
And
on
the
the
tabloid.
internet. Yeah, it wasn't on the internet until you went to the tabloid. The writer of that article, whom I know.
I was like, you're
I
the
still
one
think
that
that's
you
so funny.
But how
Yes.
dare he leak all this private information to the internet? But meanwhile, I put my entire Dropbox online in case you would like to see all of my records.
And I also put his private information on blast, like over and over again. But he's not allowed to do that to me. I'm only allowed to do
No.
that to him. Rules for thee,
Right.
but not for me.
Months later, Clayton leaked those private conversations to the public and the newly formed Justice for Clayton group.
No,
latched
group.
on
No
to
longer
what-
a cult. You all have been downgraded at this
that was-
point. That's interesting.
I'm so offended.
Interesting.
Right. You lost cult status.
Well, I can start a new one. Anyone want to be part of the Hellville cult? You can be a Hellion.
Do I get a glittery pitchfork? Because yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
You too can be a Hellion.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. I do have sparkly horns.
Nice.
The newly formed Justice for Clayton group latched on to what they sensationalize as a dating contract. They distorted my genuine efforts to find a way forward, twisting it into a narrative that I was trying to extort him into a relationship. In reality, all I wanted was to explore every option, from trying to parent together to finding a way to co-parent respectfully before we were left with only the hardest choices.
What
Girl
are you?
stuff.
That is not at all. You constantly were like, if you date me, I'll drop it all. Like, that's your words. We
She
read them.
said, if you date me, I'll get the abortion.
Right.
She sure did.
Like, before
She
we had
said-
to make the hardest choices, what?
She said that to literally everyone that she's done this to.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you date me, I will abort. If you don't date me, I'm having the kid, which is like, what?
Like,
You don't
Having the babies tonight.
You don't want a baby. You don't want a baby. And she also doesn't really want a relationship. She wants someone she can control.
Yes, absolutely. I believe that. to be the
I
case,
don't
too.
know who that sounds like. Her mom?
Just a little. I think she's a carbon copy.
Yeah. See, in the very beginning, I was quick to be like, well, how much does her mom know? And
Yep.
poor little baby Buffy didn't know what she knows today.
Yeah. But I also think like sometimes Clayton has said, like, I don't even blame Laura. I blame her mom. Like, you can blame her mom too, but Laura's still like very much to
yes.
blame. Laura is an adult and she has responsibility to act like a human being to people. And she doesn't. She acts like a fucking demon. So
Exactly. She's like
you know.
36 years old. Grow up. Good
seriously,
God.
grow up, clean up your mesita, and let's move on. Move forward. Maybe you can actually find a man that wants to be with you, but now you can't because you're going to be a felon. Oh, well. How sad.
Well, and the reasons for being one are pretty high with red flags there.
What?
Oh, so you're lying about being
a red
pregnant?
flag, you
Yikes.
say?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Helvo with her props. She has all the props, which I love.
I need to find something that's like indicative of a face palm. I don't know what that would be. I'll find something eventually.
Oh, you should get one of those tiny hands.
Oh, yeah, the little hands.
Oh,
little-
those creep
The
me
little
out, but I'll
fake-
think
I know,
about
they're
it.
so creepy.
They are creepy.
Uh, if anyone knows, let me know. If anyone has ideas, let me know. I'll dehorn now, though.
I love it.
High class extortionist, yes. Yeah, the scripted thing really it's so icky. Like you could just tell it was scripted.
Yeah, that's true, Burroughs. She is still innocent until proven guilty.
But the thing is,
Absolutely. Always to keep that in mind.
Of some of those things, yes, but of other things, she said under oath in front of a judge that she did. So therefore, indeed, she is guilty of some of those things by her own admission.
Well,
not
yeah.
sorry, not sorry.
But we also have to see what the state is going to present. So
True.
hopefully they have. But her lawyer did say that they basically have her dead to rights on perjury. So
yeah. All of her lawyers throw her under the bus. It's great. I love it.
As we've talked about the plea deal and the trial a lot, Buffy has said, to which I agree with her, that we wouldn't be surprised if she does take the deal for certain things, particularly probably the perjury, but not on some of the other charges.
One of those charges she doesn't have a deal on, I thought. It was a
Correct.
little confusing the way that it was worded in that weird settlement thing.
Yeah, but she has multiple charges. It's not uncommon for a defendant to plead guilty to some, but not to the other. Like you might be able to, okay, I'll plead guilty to the perjury, but we'll leave the others to a jury to decide. So
I mean, some of it, I don't think she has a choice. She's already admitted under oath on camera on some of these things.
But again, by taking it to trial, all you need is one juror. That's it. That's all you need is one
juror who doesn't understand that she's literally saying, "Oh yeah, I tampered with that evidence," literally under oath in front of Julianne Mata. Are you kidding?
Could be.
They think it's AI.
We've watched murder trials where they have them dead to rights and they still go anyway, because you might as well. You're getting fucked either way. So you're holding out hope on that one juror. Really, is the only reason to do it. But
go to trial, please.
Yeah, we're all about it.
Yeah,
we're all about it.
We want to see it. We want to be there. I want to be there. I'll be there.
I don't think. Put it this way: even if they go to trial, I do not think that it would be possible to get anyone to be not guilty on all of them. I don't think that's a realistic possibility at all, because they have to, do guilty, not guilty for each and every charge. Now, there might be some where they argue, well, maybe the state didn't prove that to me, or maybe their theory didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I don't know if that's what Bruce was referring to or not, but there are some where I'm like, oof, how are they going to do this in court? Because they're not so straightforward. They are, but they're not. And I have seen states in trials where you would think that they got it all, and then they flounder, and then they don't, and then I would have to say not guilty, because the burden on the state should be incredibly high. But I do not think there's any way she is walking out of that with a not guilty on every charge. That would be unrealistic. That's very unrealistic.
Especially I don't even think. I guess in your experience, are previous trial footages considered, what's the word? Is it exculpatory when they try to throw it out?
No, exculpatory is what they have to prove that you didn't do it, right? That's things that would be in your benefit to be like, no, they didn't do that. That's exculpatory.
Oh, okay. So whatever the word is for throwing it out.
It's going to be probably under 404B, prior bad acts. Is probably what her lawyers are going to argue to get a lot of testimony thrown out, her previous testimony. That's what they're going to try for.
But can you do that if it's on camera? Maybe the deposition, I could understand having them throw that out, sure. But I think in court, that footage, you can't argue with that. That is what she said on the stand.
Well, they argue those sorts of things all the time. It's for example, a police interrogation where somebody confesses. They'll argue that in court, and you might only see 2 minutes of an entire 3-hour interrogation, because it can also be is this more prejudice to the defendant than not? If she goes to trial, we're going to hear a lot about 404B, because for their case to happen, they got to bring up prior bad acts from her. Many, I think, will go through, but we'll see. They're gonna fight it. I think it'll be allowed, but these are just future arguments you will most likely see. So,
Yeah. And
yeah,
Savage,
they are admissible. But her lawyers are going to try their hardest to not get those in
yeah.
there. And that's what her lawyers should do, by the way.
Yeah, of course. I hope it
their
doesn't
job.
work, because all they have to do is play like the same question being asked in front of the 3 different judges.
Absolutely.
And also show
Absolutely.
what she said in her affidavits and deposition, like to the same question over and over again. But also, Savage, I don't underestimate how many unintelligent people are out there. I know there's a shit ton of stupid. I do read Reddit, so yeah.
Yeah, it won't work, but you probably are going to see those. And so
Okay,
when those
good.
do come out, again, though, that is the job of her lawyer.
Mhm.
Period. It didn't even matter who his client.
Of
I
course.
assume, and say Cheese can correct me if I'm wrong, they're going to try to fight zealously for their client to keep things out.
Even
Whether or
when
not it
she
happens, different.
even when she has to revert back to a public defender,
Yeah.
they'll still fight for that, and that's what they have to do, of course. But yeah, I was just curious if those previous like trial footages are like allowed to be considered inadmissible.
Yeah, I think well, admissible, possible. Again, it goes on their argument. But I think say Cheese is,
Yeah,
it is
true,
under
say
oath.
cheese.
But again, they're going to try to argue. I'm not saying it's a good argument, just that they'll have that for those. So the trial footage will be admitted. Nice.
Yes.
Because they run into that problem with
Oh
interrogation.
yeah, say cheese is a
all the
lawyer.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
Like they run into that all the time in other kind of cases, right? But that's usually when you're dealing with the cops
Mhm.
instead of like, in court. But anyway, let's go back to this. We still have nothing but speculation regarding all of that. I am surprised. We should start seeing some more documents soon, I think, for the trial, but there is that settlement conference on the 28th. I would expect there to be some motions filed between now and then. I hope. So we'll see.
We'll find. I mean, I assume, like, I'm kind of thinking possibly that the next motion that we see is a motion to withdraw from looters.
Well,
That's
how are they
my-
going to pay? If they get sent for Chapter 7 on August 6th, how are they going to pay for this? I know they said they're not paying for it, but get out of here.
And also, on top of that, Queen Jennifer was very clear in that last hearing that they are under no circumstances to pay for anything besides their basic living expenses for those 2 people, not for the third person. So she was clear. They're probably watching those accounts.
Oh, that's true, Negla. That's true. The mitigation expert, that will be trying to help limit some of that stuff so the jury doesn't have it in their brains for sins. Yeah, there's so much work to do still on this trial. Well, there is. I still don't think it's going to be October. I know that's what they said. Don't get your hopes up, guys. Okay.
I think like spring next year at the earliest, but possibly autumn next year.
Same. Mitigation experts work to uncover background of trauma, mental health, etc., in order to convince the judge to give a lower sentence. And you know what's interesting about that, Seichi, is I'm curious what they'll actually find, if she's going to be cooperative with that. I know she should be, but the problem with her health records and all of that is that
she doesn't have any.
Accurate.
They're all self-reported. No doctor is coming forward saying, yes, I diagnosed her with that. And also, I think Lauren might have said at some point, or maybe someone in one of the chats like many moons ago, that at this point, it would be difficult, if not impossible, to diagnose her with anything mental health wise, because she could be acting
malingering, yeah,
specifically for like these purposes.
But they still, I mean, there's plenty of people that they do that with all the time, but I agree. And then they come back and they're like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
We won't know. Her attorney will get her shrunk, but won't use it. Oh. probably not. You felt like, if I share any of this, this is going to be worse for you, ma'am. So, all right, let's get back to this article here, shall we? That we've heard nothing about her really having autism. It's just rehashing everything. But sure, Laura, tell us how this is related.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's just a diary. It's just like her diary. Okay.
Well, I look up the definition of malingering.
Oh, that's when somebody like fakes
Yeah.
illnesses and things like that.
I figured that's what it was, but I just wanted to like double check. Hi, Rob. How you doing?
Hi, Rob.
Okay. In an effort to get Clayton involved in the decision-making process, I invited him and his family to 5 different OBGYN appointments. I hope that hearing directly from a doctor might make the situation more real for him. Might push him to finally engage with the pregnancy. Maybe, just maybe, he'd step up. But each time, they showed no interest, and I couldn't bring myself to face it alone. I canceled all the appointments.
As one does
suffocated
when
by
they're
this.
pregnant. As one does.
You know what? Your family doesn't want to come. I'm not going.
It makes sense.
That'll teach them.
Fuck this babies. Like, what?
Meanwhile, at some point in one of the many, many, many emails or texts she sent him, she was like, all I care is about the twins. I only care about the twins.
Right? You're like,
And you went to no doctor's appointments. Your actions do not back up what you say at any point in time ever in the universe.
How did she get his family's information?
I believe that. That's a good question. I don't know how.
Like,
she
I'm
did.
sure he didn't turn. I'm sure Clayton didn't turn over his mom's phone number.
No, I'm sure not.
No.
So, like, how did she get it? And that's creepy as fuck.
Probably one of the information brokers, like one of those people finder kind of sites.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's not that
Anyway.
hard to find though, unfortunately.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's crazy. She's so crazy.
Okay. But each time they showed no interest, and I couldn't bring myself to face it alone. I canceled all the appointments, suffocated by the thought of sitting there by myself, overwhelmed by the uncertainty and the pressure. Maybe part of me wasn't ready to face it either. When it became clear that trying to work things out directly with Clayton wasn't going anywhere, I decided to take a more structured approach. I paid a lawyer $5,000 to step in as a middleman, hoping that with professional guidance, we could come up with a clear parenting plan, something that would provide structure and remove this constant uncertainty. But even with legal help, we made no progress. The retainer ran out in a week, and I was right back where I started again.
What are the odds? Wait, she put $5,000 retainer and it was gone in a week?
Yeah, that's not that's very
Maybe 2
normal.
weeks.
That's a very low bar to entry for that lawyer.
But
That's
she hadn't
interesting.
even filed anything in court yet, I thought.
I mean, I paid like for my divorce was like a $2,500 retainer. I blew through that in like 3 motions of filings.
that's
Like
true.
it doesn't take long.
That's true.
And then they were like, "We're gonna need more," and I'm like, "Well,
Ah,
okay."
No, I think she's talking about Bonnie Platter here. Right?
yeah,
Kid Bonnie,
her uncle never came on the case and she impersonated him. which I
Not for
think he-
Clayton. That was for Greg, right?
Yeah, that was for
Bonnie
Greg.
was?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no,
No.
Uncle Joe.
I'm
Oh,
talking
Uncle
about
Joe.
I'm talking about Uncle
Mhm.
Joe.
But I think Bonnie
Okay.
was the lawyer she had like right at the beginning, before she even filed anything, I thought, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't remember.
I decided that the next logical step was to file a paternity case.
It was not logical,
I
but okay.
for babies that weren't even here yet.
I still don't understand how you can do that. Like in the legal system, you shouldn't be allowed to file any paternity anything until the baby has been produced.
I agree.
Even if it's, God forbid, like stillborn or miscarried or whatever, like once you've produced the baby, then you can sue for medical costs or whatever, because like half, you should be splitting all of that, whatever. But no, you shouldn't be able to bring a paternity case until a baby has been produced in one way or another.
I mean, you can't even get a divorce in most states until that baby is had. Like if you're pregnant and going through a divorce, you are not granted a divorce until the pregnancy is resolved in whichever manner that may have occurred. So it's kind of crazy.
I mean, it's not like you get child support while you're pregnant. I'm just saying.
I do think that Clayton should, like, I don't know what the word is, but go to the local politicians and ask them to enact like a law that you can't actually bring a paternity case until a baby has been produced.
Yeah, that would be like their state representative or something.
Yeah, exactly. He should go to them.
Okay.
Ooh, Caro, I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. And Teresa said Spokio. Yeah, that's one of them. Definitely.
Oh.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I agree, Dawn.
I'm going to scrub all my information off the internet.
Good luck. That is not possible.
Although I live in Louisiana, so that would be really scary if you decided to do something here. It's a bunch of rednecks around here.
Good luck.
Anyways, yeah, good luck. I decided the next logical step was to file a paternity case. I thought it would force him to come up with his idea of a schedule. Like you wouldn't have fought that. See that the court encouraged joint custody so kids could have both parents in their lives, even if the relationship between those parents didn't work out, and compel him to take a prenatal paternity test. Arizona allows you to file while pregnant, and you don't even need proof. But I had it. It seemed like a no-brainer to file. I know. It's like, she's like, and I didn't even have to prove it. See how smart I am?
She's bragging about not having to produce evidence. That is so ridiculous. Like, hi, I'm just going to go and tell him myself. Thank you.
Right. After filing, I paid $725 for a paternity test at the lab Clayton had chosen, fully expecting him to schedule his portion. But he didn't. He ignored calls and emails from the lab to pick a date, and I was forced to get a refund. Another attempt at getting answers met with silence. The drama.
I wonder why that was, Laura, because you were being a crazy person, sending him dating contracts and whatnot. But okay. Right.
It's not a dating contract, okay? Gosh, that was the JFC cult. They called it a dating contract.
That must have been put on the Macy's card.
Oh, maybe. I didn't want to go to the media to pressure Clayton to take accountability.
But I did of my own volition.
Right? It's like he made me do it.
I had to because I was trying to force him to do something I wanted. So he forced me to out everything. And then I didn't like the results. So now I'm going to whine about it online. Meh.
You
exactly
made me hurt you.
Pretty much.
That's like the abusers. Classic abusive. Yeah, yes. Exactly. That's what all abusers say. You made me do this. You made me get here to this point. You did this.
Right? What did Clayton actually do that she felt she needed to go to the public about it? Anything? No. It's perfectly fine.
He made her buy HCG.
Then it backfired.
And he injected her with it.
Yeah.
I think she
didn't
wanted
want.
attention too, if you ask me. I think partially it was because she thought she was going to be famous too from it.
Well, one of
Oh
those
yeah,
Love Trapped
100%.
episodes, Stephanie talked to a former like high school friend or something
Mhm.
and said that like her main goal in life was always to be famous.
I'm not surprised. Her parents
So
were
Well,
that's why she keeps
local
clinging to
celebrities.
the Bachelor thing.
go back up to the first paragraph.
Mhm.
I think her first paragraph is entirely a truthful statement about
I don't know
how,
if it would-
you know, she was surrounded by outgoing
Oh, yeah.
people and so much attention and stuff
Mhm.
like that. It sounds, I don't think she's lying. I think she's twisting it.
Mhm.
Like
I don't
she's,
think she was that
that was
introverted.
never, huh?
I don't think she was that introverted, but also she's the only one in her family
That's not what I'm
not
saying.
successful in any way. She's not successful.
No,
She's
but
the
I felt
only
like she
one.
wanted, yeah, but I feel like she's using that. Like, I feel like she wanted that level of status and she felt
Yes.
like everybody had all kinds of attention. I need it too. She is
Mhm.
very attention seeking.
Yes. And that's why in every single complaint, every single motion, every single everything, she keeps bringing up The Bachelor. It's her
Mhm.
closest claim to national or international fame because her family was only locally famous anyway,
Right. Right. I mean,
in my opinion, allegedly.
allegedly, in my
As Big Tiff
opinion,
says, in my
for
opinion,
entertainment
allegedly.
purposes only.
I'm allowed to have an opinion. It's the First Amendment.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to say it out loud. That's when you get cease and desist.
I mean, feel free. Those, as Megan Fox said, cease and desists are like toilet paper. They hold no legal anything. Just wipe your ass with it and call it a day.
I've heard that one before too.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go back to blaming Clayton for her actions.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wait, look. It's so funny that very next section. I wasn't seeking attention or fame. Keep reading, Buffy. Far from it. I even asked to remain anonymous. See how much attention I didn't want to have? I was supposed to be anonymous. And I wasn't after Clayton's money. He was my realtor. And if he'd followed through with submitting the 2 offers he claimed to have made on my behalf, he would have earned his commission. But that's another story. I thought public pressure would compel him to take the DNA test and finally engage in a conversation about a custody plan. The situation was spiraling out of control and I needed answers from him. But the news hit the press. Yeah.
As it does.
I wonder why.
The news
hit the press because
That's so funny.
you brought it to the press, babes.
The press, aka a tabloid, aka my former friend.
Clayton denied that our one-night stand resulted in a pregnancy, and millions believed him. Why wouldn't they? He was the bachelor, the charming man who had handed out roses on TV. Someone they thought they knew and could trust. Meanwhile, I was painted as the manipulative, attention-seeking liar. They didn't know me.
Because
What
that's
an
what you
example.
are. Can we do a Control F for the word bachelor and see how many times she mentions that he's the bachelor? I would like to
Probably
know.
all of them.
I would like to know.
Okay.
Asking for a me.
5. Only 5 times it says.
Oh, interesting. That's still 5 too many, but okay.
Yeah.
The
Only
irony.
5. Oh, crap. Now I lost her spot. Sorry. Go ahead.
I got it. I have it up on my end.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's right.
Daily Beast once called Clayton the biggest fuckboy in Bachelor history. Yet,
Sorry, that is just very funny.
He's just the
I
most,
really wanted to.
he's just the most honest fuckboy in Bachelor history.
I mean,
He was honest about banging, and that's what made him a fuckboy, but everyone did it.
I was gonna say
apparently.
doesn't everybody fuck on that show? I don't understand. I've never watched the show, so I have
They're
no
very
idea.
they're low key about it. They never say it. He said it.
Oh, okay.
And no one has ever said anything like that on The Bachelor before. And yeah, it was wild. It was
Wow.
wild. But I mean, just came across as like an honest to a fault guy, and has continued to come across that way. And when I was talking to him after the trial, he's just a really honest, like, kind person who is also not a pushover. That's that.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
And he likes sex, so sue him.
well, she tried.
Yeah,
I
so there's
mean-
that.
He is a man.
Uh,
All right. So this was the same man who on the Vile Files admitted that when I came over that night, we took our clothes off almost immediately. Wait, you walked in the door and took off your clothes? I mean, okay.
she just wore a trench coat.
I mean,
Probably.
she's okay. And didn't put them back on until the next morning. Girl,
And that
stop.
means what exactly? That doesn't get you
I don't-
pregnant.
I don't think that's going to work in your favor.
It does not get you
Um,
pregnant.
I'm just trying to figure out how that makes her look good.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
He even talked openly about finishing twice that night. See, you left it. You did this. This for me, right? Megla, you see this? You called it. You called it. You called it.
That's true. I do love that she keeps bragging about how good she is at blowjobs. Because that's what it always comes across to me as, but I'm pretty good. Did it twice.
That means
So
nothing.
weird. I
Like,
know.
Actually, I'm just
doesn't mean
impressed
you're
by
good at
him
it.
at that point.
Yeah, you trying to brag is actually bragging on his behalf.
I was gonna
So
say, really? Twice?
Okay.
Go boy.
good for you, bro. Good for you.
All right. Awkward. Anyway. All right. And he's never denied that we hooked up or that I came over to take a pregnancy test in front of him. He confirmed all of that. After I miscarried, I dropped the case. There was no reason to continue it.
You didn't
Clayton
talk about
had no legal fees, but Clayton hired an attorney, Greg Woodnick, who allegedly took on the case pro bono as part of a personal vendetta against me. He had represented an ex in a civil case I filed 2 years ago and objected to the case being dismissed. Judge Julie Ann Mata, really full government name, of the
Wow.
Maricopa County Superior Court agreed, and the case dragged on for 8 horrendous months.
Oh, what a victim. Going there in the first
Would be.
place and then being like, whoa, oh no. Why is it so awful? You've been through it so many times before. She tries to act so surprised, but it's like, ma'am, you've already been involved in all of this many times before. Now you don't get a claim that it's like the first time and you don't know. You literally do this as a weird ass hobby.
The most victim-y victim that ever victimed.
And listen,
Correct.
we love court too. We love watching it. We love talking about it. You know what? Nobody loves being in it. Nobody loves being in it. All right.
Everyone loves drama. Most people don't want to be a part of it. I like drama when it's not happening to me. I enjoy the tea. I do.
To go and actively like start cases and be like that to be, I'm just like, I don't even understand how you would want to even put you only want to go to court if you absolutely have to. Because it
Yeah.
doesn't matter which side of it you're on. Like it is so draining.
It's
and
really,
it's a
really
lot.
draining. Yeah. I've been through a lawsuit, obviously not involving children.
Mhm.
But it was really draining. And also, like, I have CPTSD from my former employment, which is who I sued. And every time I received any response to anything I said and I saw what they were saying, every single time I actually had panic attacks.
Me too.
Every document. So it really does take a lot out of you. And I won. So like obviously had enough information for them to want to settle with me and stuff. So it's just kind of like one of those things that's like, it's so draining. Why do you want this for yourself? Why do you
Exactly.
want this?
I mean, gosh, the anxiety I would get every
It's a lot of
day.
stress and a lot of work. It's basically her job. Like it's as close to a job as she's ever had anyway.
Yeah, because even on the days you don't get a response from, your attorney,
Mhm.
you don't know when it's coming. So I was just like anxious every single day.
Mhm.
And then the day that, I would get something from my attorney, this was for like family court and stuff,
Mhm.
it was awful. And I wouldn't say we even had, it was a little contentious, but not comparatively to many others
Mhm.
at all. But
That's good.
it was still, I mean, it was unbelievably
Even
stressful
if
every
it's
day.
even if it's relatively amicable, it's still a lot of work and it's still stressful. It's still stressful. It doesn't matter.
And you
Yeah.
have the government in your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You are giving your life and its decisions to the government to decide. And that is
yeah,
very,
it's
it,
scary.
it should be scary. Right?
Yeah.
It should
Sometimes you
be.
don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
a very, very, very not good divorce.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it
so
Most
gets
are
sorry.
that way, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but whew, I just don't understand how she kept signing. So for her to just act like, I don't know why. It's like, but yeah, you do. You've been doing it for like 10 years. Get out of here.
That was
Doing it
so
yourself.
funny when Deandra asked, like, is it true that you've been in litigation with several men for the last decade? And she's like, no, I have not. And I'm like, there's paperwork, bitch. What do
Yeah.
you mean? There's documents. And yes, Annie, drama from afar is great. Exactly. Yes. We all like to watch it. Most of us don't like to be in it.
That's true. That's true. All right. So back to this. Sorry for another tangent, but we do need to
It
get through this
happens.
because I do have another show at 2. So
All right. So in the courtroom, Judge Julianne Matta sat there, seemingly enchanted by Clayton's fame. It was like she couldn't see past the glitter of his role as the bachelor.
oh,
Her
her.
father,
The judge couldn't get past it. Okay. Sorry.
she just said, "Stop interrupting," and then interrupted after one sentence.
I know. I do my best. I can't. That's such dumb shit. Oh, okay.
Her father sat in the overflow room with the justice for Clayton's supporters. He allegedly called this case a circus, a shit show, while they laughed and fed off of the spectacle. It was like being on trial for something I couldn't even define, being myself. Her sister followed Clayton on Instagram. How could I stand a chance? How do you know that?
How do you know who her sister is?
Right? That's weird.
What are we doing? Why are you doing this much background research on a judge?
That's a lot of stalking.
Yes, it is.
In her ruling, Judge Mata wrote that no reasonable person would cancel appointments during a high-risk pregnancy. But what's reasonable when you're autistic?
Oh, for fuck's
When you're-
are you Are you
Autistic people
serious?
don't know they have to go to the doctor, Llama. Stop it.
How fucking insulting is she? Like, that is unbelievably insulting.
Yeah.
I don't have it, but like, what?
And as Cindy said, Megan called it a shit show. So basically, the person who talked to him directly said that he called it a circus, and then Megan said, "Oh, he said he's here for the shit show." So like, anyway, this is not a legal filing, so it doesn't matter as much. But Gingras does use it in some of his stuff, and it's like, sir, that is hearsay. Anyway.
Finally, we circled back to autism. I guess it doesn't make any sense, but sure. Continue on. Whatever dumb shit she's going to say next.
When you're too afraid to face the situation, on your own that you can't even walk into a doctor's office? She didn't see me struggling to survive. She saw someone who didn't fit the narrow mold of what a reasonable woman should look like. And that was enough for her to say I wasn't credible.
Right.
She claimed that the petition was not filed in good faith. The petition was not grounded in fact or based on law. The petition was filed for an improper purpose, such as to harass the other party, to cause an unnecessary delay, or to increase the cost of litigation to the other party. To increase the cost of litigation? Really? I tried to drop the case after I miscarried when Clayton had no legal fees, and she refused to let me. She even went so far as to state that I knowingly presented a false claim, despite having not only the positive HCG tests, but also the opinion of an OBGYN expert witness who testified with a 99.9% certainty that I was pregnant.
Savage. Stop it.
This expert will never be hired as an expert ever again after this.
No way. Yeah.
I will
probably not.
crawl into your DMs and yell at you later. Behave.
Excuse me.
Okay. As if that wasn't enough, she wrote that there was what appears to be a case of serial fabrications here and elsewhere by petitioner. What serial fabrications? The case against Echard was the only paternity case I've ever filed in my life. Don't look over there at the other ones.
Technicalities, they are all different cases. That doesn't mean you haven't brought similar actions and done the same thing over and over. Yes, she is the biggest fucking loser on the planet, Peachy. Absolutely, she is. Yes. Biggest loser.
There was no pattern of similar, if not identical, behavior.
Okay.
How could she claim I had a history of this when there was absolutely no basis for it? Judge Matta ignored the science, ignored the medical records, ignored the HCG positive blood and urine tests, all proving I was pregnant.
Judge Matta wanted the science. Judge Matta demanded the science, and she did not provide the science. That is.
I would have said, bring an ultrasound right now in court. Let's do this live. Like,
literally,
if I really wanted to prove this,
yes.
I would have said, you know what? Let's just do this. Like, I know there's a baby in there. Let's do this now.
Dr. Deans, can you fly out here and be here in person with an ultrasound machine, please? And thank you.
You don't even need to do Dr. Deans. Go get the lady down the street with the portable thing. Just bring it in here. Like, what are you going to do? Like, there's either a baby in there or there isn't.
Exactly.
Anyway, she didn't care about the facts. What she cared about was how I acted, how I fidgeted, how my voice trembled, how I fell apart under the weight of it all.
Right.
And for that, she referred me to the county attorney and awarded a $149,000 judgment to Clayton for his legal fees, which had allegedly accrued over the 8 months after I tried to dismiss the case.
Right. With still no proof of a miscarriage. Minus
Yay!
the blood test, which again was still a month before you claimed to have lost them. That then you changed the date to several months before. So, but no, that's right. She couldn't go to the doctor because of her autism. I forgot. Oh, but wait, she can go to that fancy doctor's appointments where only 500 people are let in because it's so prestigious, but not go to the doctor over a baby. Sure, Laura. Makes sense. You're right. What would a reasonable woman do, I wonder?
She wouldn't know. She's not reasonable. So there's that.
My attorney, David Gingras, and I are appealing this ruling. But if it isn't overturned, have I unknowingly opened a door to something far more dangerous? Where a woman's right to file a paternity case can be used against her? 30% of women who file these cases are wrong about who the father is, and many miscarry.
Nobody to file before the baby even happens.
What was her
women are
other
different.
blog
Yeah.
post from pregnant to prosecution? How
Yeah.
the judge refuses to believe that I'm pregnant and now I'm in trouble, and that could be everybody else too. No, bitch,
Yep.
just you, just
Just
you.
you.
The
You're the
slippery
one.
slope, guys.
You're the one, not everybody else.
If my case stands, it means that any woman, even with proof, could face financial devastation just for filing. It means a man could ruin her, both financially and legally. It means the simple fact of seeking the truth could become too dangerous to risk it. I feel like I should be doing the hair things that she did in her TEDx.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
They're like, and all of this.
Oh no.
And the tongue
Oh, I'm not
thing.
going to be able
Anyway.
to do that anymore next week. So my hair is going to be gone.
And now it's all messed up. Done messed it all up.
I
Anyway,
Well, yeah,
all of
that's what
this-
she does. She messes it up with her
and all
fiddling.
of this because a judge dazzled by Clayton's fame couldn't understand my autism. She
What?
couldn't see that my actions, shaped by a developmental disorder, weren't about deception. They were about fear and about navigating uncertainty the only way I knew how, by withdrawing, by not going to appointments, by being mentally paralyzed, by the science that proved I was pregnant didn't matter. The only thing that did was how I behaved.
Oh, there we go. Oh, morning.
Can
Oh,
we put
gosh.
that as like our opening like photo before we go live every single month?
Oh,
I didn't know
please
there was a
do.
warning
Warning.
poster.
Yes.
Do not come in contact with
I think it
Laura
was
Owens.
posted at her gym and like grocery stores and stuff, which I think very fair. I mean, all these men just like innocent men just like swiping on a girl who's photoshopped to hell, as you can tell by the pictures, but like is dangerous as hell.
Wow.
Yeah. Mhm, mhm.
Wow.
She took issue with that. She took issue
I'm
with
sure
that.
she did.
I
I'm
mean,
sure she
I would.
did.
I feel like I would have issue with the posters. on
I
my
mean, so
gym
would I,
doors, too.
but no one would post those kind of posters because I wouldn't do the horrible thing she's done. But anyway.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Nice. All
Mhm.
right. So last month, the Justice for Clayton group sent this flyer to my gym, the one place where I'd spent years over
She didn't.
and over
Yeah,
1,550 classes just trying to feel normal. After skipping several days, terrified of walking back in, I finally found the courage to return. Just stepping through those doors again was the bravest thing I've done all year.
She's a brave guy.
Aw.
You're such a hero, Laura. You're such a hero. You're my hero, actually. I take everything I've ever said back. I do. You're so brave.
Maybe she did it to herself.
No, she definitely did not. Narcissists
Oh,
don't do that.
I mean,
Nope.
victims do. Perpetual victims do.
But yeah, she's too
So-
narcissistic for that.
Hmm.
Could be,
No.
RJ.
So, Justice for Clayton cult members. And
Oh,
the
you guys are
Grifty
called again.
I thought we were just a group.
No, you went from a group to supporters, now cult, all in one.
Oh.
one article.
I still petition that the group needs to be renamed to JF Volo because it's not just Clayton anyway. But anyway,
I agree.
continue.
So, Justice for Clayton cult members and the grifty content creators who have created thousands of hours of content about my life, who turned a simple paternity case into a cruel, merciless witch hunt for the last year, I leave you with this. I doubt
Oh.
it. I doubt it. I doubt this is what you're
Mm.
leaving them with. You've given the three men I have active restraining orders against, granted by 3 judges in 2 states, a platform to rewrite history. Thanks to you and Judge Mata, they've gone from abusers to victims in your eyes. And even though the court hasn't modified a single one of their orders, you even cheered as Marraccini gave a 2.5-hour interview to one of the Justice for Clayton content creators, claiming it was his first time telling this story. First time, he told it to a judge twice. And the case file is over 200 pages long.
Right. She's so upset about that.
That's because
She's
you
so
just
mad.
can't say anything in less than 5 million words. So
That's true. That's true. It's our that's no lie.
nope.
You turned my suffering into your entertainment. You made a spectacle of my suffering, turned it into memes, followed my every move like I was something to be hunted. You didn't just stop at me. You dragged my family into it, even contacting my sister's workplace multiple times to tell them about justice for Clayton. You followed my 78-year-old father's ex-girlfriend on social media. You made death threats against my mother, writing on Facebook, everyone should shoot that, not saying that word, and posted what you believed to be her home address. You even called Adult Protective Services, falsely accusing me of abusing my own father. You sent prank welfare checks, not out of concern, but just so you could later obtain the body cam footage and harass me with it on Reddit and YouTube, so content creators could make videos and profit off of my misery.
Didn't
You
she
paid,
call the cops a bazillion times herself because of
She
the
did.
internet? Like,
but that's what
come
she's
on.
saying. It's them who did that so that she could call the cops and they can get the body
Right.
cam photos so she can
Mm.
they could make content. That's the
So I think she's more referring to like the wellness checks that were being called. So she would write these blog posts about being
yeah.
having suicidal ideations, and then people would call wellness checks on her. Some possibly out of malice, but most, I think, literally out of actual concern for another human being who is saying that they want to end themselves. So there's that.
Well, and we know that that was a tactic of hers all the way back to Mike, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean,
She's projecting. Everything she says is a projection or a reflection of herself.
Okay. No, I'm sorry, my brain went somewhere else. So
This is a
content
very
creators can
long
make videos
paragraph.
and profit off of my misery. You paid to manipulate search results so that when people looked up my name, they'd be sent to justice for Clayton. You stalked my clients, warned my gym about me, my competitors, people who had nothing to do with any of this. You have called me a waste of skin and bones. You didn't stop to think about the human cost of what you were doing. You understood that if a lie is repeated enough times, it starts to sound like the truth. That's how you buried the facts, by constantly pushing the same false narrative until people believed it.
Projection.
And Echard has encouraged you too, ignoring the protection order I had against him, which clearly stated, defendant shall not communicate or post untrue or harassing comments regarding plaintiff online, and shall not cause others to communicate or post untrue or harassing comments.
Prove it's untrue.
Cheered.
exactly. I mean, that's the problem.
And also, he
Oh.
can't control other people and what
Exactly.
other people do. So this whole stupid. Anyway, stupid.
You cheered as he appeared on the Charlie Kirk show, where both he and Kirk stated that I needed to be prosecuted.
So did the Judge Mata, but okay.
On a different show, he openly admitted the community of people that keeps uncovering and supporting me is tracking her every movement, giving you the green light to dig deeper, to tear apart every piece of my life. In yet another interview, he brazenly said about the protection order I have against him, I got to the point where I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to test this. I dare. If the police show up and try to put me in cuffs for her, this is going to be a bigger stink than you realize. I'm going to fight this tooth and nail and say this is based on lies. Then he added, So I kind of got to the point where I'm like, no, wait, this is all based on a lie. So this protective order to me doesn't even exist. I don't really consider it valid whatsoever. All right, let's get back to the pity party, guys. I am
Pity
5'5"
party.
and weigh 85 pounds now. That's 48 pounds gone since I learned I miscarried last November. I barely recognize myself anymore. My skin is pale, my eyes are sunken, and I look like I've aged 2 decades in a single year.
not
Something
wrong.
you've I mean, she does look terrible.
Could also be the Botox addiction.
Yeah, I don't
Just-
know. Something you've cruelly pointed out on social media. And as much as it hurts to admit it, you're right. I see it too. I see a woman whose body has been ravaged by relentless stress and fear. A woman stripped down to almost nothing. I see someone who has been pushed to her breaking point because of you. Because of the parasocial obsession this case has fueled. Because of the cult-like behavior that has surrounded it. I'm not here to ask for your approval, and I don't need your sympathy.
Oh.
But if there's one thing I hope you take away from this, is that you never knew me. My reactions, freezing, withdrawing, hesitating, weren't signs of deception or manipulation. They were shaped by a developmental disorder I didn't even know I had. I was trying to get something in return for having an abortion. I wasn't trying to get something. I couldn't even say it right. I wasn't trying to get something in return for having an abortion. And I wasn't trying to extort anyone. All I wanted was clarity, a
That's it.
plan, some kind of path forward where everyone involved could feel at peace. But instead of trying to understand that, you judged me, tore apart my every move, and decided you had me all figured out. Oh, good God.
Mm.
Girl. You
We
saw
do have you figured out.
hesitation and labeled it manipulation. You saw fear and called it dishonesty. Good God, the drama.
The drama.
But you never once considered that maybe I was just doing the best I could in a mind that was overwhelmed by the weight of decisions that felt impossible. I wasn't playing games. I was surviving. I wasn't calculating. I was struggling.
Sure.
I'm coming to terms with what being on the spectrum means. And it's scary to
Nothing
me.
that she has described at all actually like fits with autism. Just pointing that out, but continue. Sorry.
But I've faced hard things before, like the last year. I've got this. And
Oh.
here's the truth. I'd rather be me with all my struggles, my flaws, and my autism than be any one of you. I'd rather carry the weight of this diagnosis of being misunderstood than live
Mm.
with the kind of cruelty you've shown. So I leave you with this again, because she was gonna leave you with something last time, but no. Now she's leaving you with this.
She never leaves.
I hope you find out why you took pleasure in tearing down a stranger. I hope you figure out why you spent thousands of hours analyzing my behavior, making videos, and profiting off my pain.
So
And
here's
I
the thing.
hope
We figured it out. It's because it was the just thing to do.
Kind of weird, huh?
Funny that.
And I hope that when you meet someone who doesn't act the way you expect, you stop and ask yourself, maybe there's more going on here than I know. Because the next person might not survive what you put them through. I almost didn't.
Oh, so she's also going to blame you guys for possibly killing herself. So that's cool.
And Dave Neal, obviously.
Obviously, all of you guys. Wow.
And
So
that was
that-
her mic drop.
that
I
was,
almost didn't.
Yeah. The blood is on your hands, Dave Neal.
Yeah.
There's a really
all.
good clip of Reality Steve saying that after Dave like read an email from her.
That's why, I mean, here we are still not taking any accountability and just, again, using it as a shield. I mean, there wasn't anything
Yeah.
that really described anything. She
Right.
just threw in autism whenever she felt like it.
She was describing some
Um,
introversion, but also like a shit ton of narcissism.
and anxiety too. I mean,
Sure.
some of those
But
can be attributed to that, but also
all
like
of her anxiety is self-induced. All of
ex-
it.
that's the thing. Is
Girl,
she's
I'm
one
the
who went
creator
public,
of
like
90% of my own anxiety. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, fair, but like probably for like decent reasons. She's creating all this anxiety out of things she doesn't need to be doing in the first place. Also in a previous stream, I thought it was interesting. Someone said in the chat, like, what would she have been good at? Like if she actually went into doing something. I think writing smut novels could have been really good for her.
yeah.
Or like at writing horse novels. I don't know. Like she writes a lot. She likes to use a lot of words. She could have been a writer. Maybe a horse rehabber, like a real full-time one, not like a Quartet Farms one. You know, like there could have been things she could have done, but she wasted her life. So here we are.
And again, like she's facing 14 felony charges. This
Mhm.
is very serious, Laura. I know you want to blame it on everybody else, but like you did mess up. You are here because of your choices, not the choices that everyone has forced you into. Nobody
Mhm.
told you to fake documents. Nobody told you to lie under oath. You
Nobody
chose
told
those
me.
You
things.
did there. I see what you did there.
You did those things. So
That's the name of the podcast, right?
Nobody
It is.
told me. Nobody told me lots of things.
But like
Nobody told me
you know,
to get a job.
in the end, it's still all on you of how you got here. And she can sit there and she can deny that she made it up. Okay, but again, you notice how she never compares her pregnancies ever.
Mm-mm.
She never compares her pregnancy experiences. So each case, it acts like she's acting like it's the first time ever. Because if she wants to chalk up autism as the reason why I didn't go, is that why you also don't have any actual proof of your previous ones then? I mean, it's interesting that she never brings those up because as someone who has been pregnant before, as someone who miscarried, I can tell you, you're going to bring them up and compare them no matter what. As a matter of fact, I would be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you guys. I've miscarried X how many times. And you would tell the doctor, like, that's what she doesn't understand. Why everyone is saying she is not a reasonable woman. Because while all of our experiences as women, having kids, not having kids, losing all of the above, though it's still for the most part, universal experience to some degree, just with different variations of how our stories went. But that's why no reasonable woman believes anything she says because it doesn't make sense. I would be cursing the fucking internet out if they tried to tell me my miscarriage was fake. I wouldn't be writing articles like this. Y'all would hear about it. I'd be on here making YouTube videos and shit, but she's not doing that either. And I'm not saying that women that go through that need to, no, but she does.
She had a podcast. She should have made an episode.
She had a platform but she didn't. And why is that? Because she knows it was all lies.
Yep.
All lies. So, right. Each pregnancy is always different. True. Even your own pregnancies each are different.
Mhm.
But I don't know of any other high risk pregnancy person, because I was, that was just like, people didn't want to go with me, so I didn't go.
I think
what?
it rang a lot of red flags for people when the Greg audio came out, and she was saying, all ultrasounds look the same. It's not suspicious at all. It's not peculiar, whatever. Like she was saying, all ultrasounds look the same. No, even if you go to the same provider every single time, your ultrasounds always look different from each other. What do you mean? This is how we know you've never had one ever.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you that's why that's where my problems with her come from, is that, I didn't need a cult to tell me that. I read the stuff. I read her story, and I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense to me.
You didn't need JF Bolo to put you on that course, you mean?
No. No. Not at all.
She doesn't
And
know about like the female body in general. Like everything she says is just wrong. Like the PCOS stuff is wrong. Like everything is wrong. If you have PCOS and you actually have symptoms from it, like I have to take medication every day and also every week. I gain a ton of weight if I don't. And because of my EDS, it messes with all my joints if I gain a lot of weight. So it's like a whole
yeah.
the PCOS is something you do live with every day if it does affect you, which for most people, if they've been diagnosed with it, there's a reason they were diagnosed because it does affect, like she doesn't know how the female body works. You can't get pregnant from blowjobs, for example.
Right.
I mean, I would have been pregnant a lot if that was the case.
You can't miscarry. You can't miscarry in July.
I don't know why I said that.
Right? You can't miscarry in July and like still be pregnant in November with like a giant belly. You would be dead of sepsis. Like she doesn't understand how the body or pregnancy works. Like she doesn't get it. So she doesn't compare pregnancies because it's something she can't comprehend.
Yeah, and I said before, I think she was raised in such a teeny tiny bubble that she does not even understand. I don't want to chalk it up to autism because I feel like that's how she was raised. I don't think you can attribute it knowingly to anything else, but I think that she was raised in a very, very small bubble with Jan. And she doesn't understand a lot of real life because she has no exposure really to it. And I would be hesitant to chalk that up to having some other disorder, or was it the, nature versus nurture sort of thing. But I think that's why basic things that we all know or have experienced in some way, we're all just sitting here like, what? That is not at all how even the most basic things aren't even accurate is my theory. I don't know this to be true, but
We're allowed to theorize.
yeah. I mean, I think the family dynamics are very interesting in this, and I wish we kind of knew more, but based on that, and after obviously hearing Jan and these bankruptcy hearings, okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
to
Well, in
me.
the criminal trial, if it goes to trial, and they, have Sarah on the stand, I'd be very interested to hear her testimony.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. What do they mean? They ran out of money? Like you just get a microphone and talk on it. I don't understand. I know what you're saying. I just meant from their point of view, RJ. It reminds me of what the Hadi recapper said of Rhaenyra. She has so little self-awareness, she wouldn't recognize herself in a mirror. Really? They're saying that about Rhaenyra? Oh, that's interesting. I think, but no, when you are, if we want to go Game of Thrones, let's do it. Let's get Westeros in here. But no, I get what you're saying now, or they were saying, because the Targaryens are above people, right? They are, because they have dragons, they're royalty, all of that. So they can't even really relate to the common folk. Aegon's experiencing that now. But anyway, we won't get into, but yes, I see what you're saying now. So Aurora Owens, hello. There was one case of a blowy baby, but that woman was born without a vagina. But with everything else, and after the blow, she was stabbed in the stomach. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was going to say that that was the only case that's ever happened. So while they were doing the surgery, apparently they might have like nicked the uterus or something. So the semen implanted in her. Yeah. So there's that.
Wait a minute. Is that a picture of Jingris and Laura's face, like
Yes.
combined?
One of her really Photoshop pictures in the red sweater. That's his face on her face in that picture.
That is the stuff of nightmares.
It is. I love Dana. Well, friends, that's all we've got for you today, because I know you have a thing coming up soon. I have another show at 2, so I need a little break. I gotta wake up my teenager because I don't know why they're sleeping all day. We gotta get up and do things.
It's summer, and that's
I know.
when teenagers hibernate.
I know. He starts school soon, but he's got stuff he needs to do today, which means I have to wake him up every 5 minutes for the next 30 minutes at least. But that's what we got for you. Now, up on our Laura Owens schedule of events to cover, one, we'll have her parents' bankruptcy next week, but that's probably not going to come out till the week before. because it's on a Thursday based on how that schedule usually tracks. And then we're still for our timeline. So the only things we have up for that happened for 2024 from this point on is David does file an appeal. It's of course 73 pages, so that should be interesting. It is a lot of Laura and David blogs plus transcripts from his YouTube videos because he then ended up getting kicked off of YouTube. So that's what we have to cover for all of 2024. So we'll be on that for a little while.
That sounds like fun.
Oh man, it's so many of just those two being super public about so many things, and then of course,
I have
body
a
cam.
question.
Yeah.
In your timeline, are you going to the body cam? Actually, the stuff actually the raid happened in January 2025. Are
Right.
you going in order of that, or are you going in order of when we actually got the videos when they came out?
No, I'm doing it in order that it happened.
When it happened, okay.
Yeah, because I know those were much later for the group to
Yes.
get, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I was going to say that was recently this year, right? When you finally got them?
No, I think it was like May, or no, maybe not May. It was late last year, I think.
Okay. But well
I think
after
it
she
came out in
actually got
2025.
charges, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, right? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. No. We're going in.
If my
When they
memory serves.
happened.
My memory usually doesn't serve, so.
So we'll be getting to those soon. But in the meantime, we have to hear, we have to read all of Laura and David's. What happened at the end of 2020? I mean, they go on for months. There's so many of them. I can't even begin to tell you. Well, you
Yeah.
guys, most of you know, but for those that don't, oh man. Oh man. And then, he tries to be like a YouTube creator. So I do have the transcripts of those. So we're going to watch their descent into madness while I think they're literally pooping their pants over possible felony charges and bar suspensions, in my opinion. I
I'm
haven't
here
even
for
read
it.
them yet, but I'm going to go with a lot of the tail spinning. So that's what we have up left to finish for 2024. And then we'll move into the different things that happen in 2025. Because again, the story, unfortunately, it should stop when you think it would stop, but we're not dealing with reasonable people here. And it doesn't. It's still happening.
It's still going. Like
still
now.
going.
It's still going.
Crazy. But that's all we got for you today. Hellville, again, go subscribe to her channel, Thoughts of Hellville. She covers low stuff. She does Reddit stuff, which is always a fun time and a fun break. From it all. I know I enjoy sitting on the petty couch. You could come join me on the petty couch over there.
It's a break from true crime. Like there's so much negative stuff out there. So like it's a nice little, I mean, it's still obviously drama, so there's some negativity, but like overall, like I like reading other people's drama that's not so heavy. It's like,
right.
It's lighter. Yeah.
And we do verdicts where they get
Yes.
sent to the Hellville or what, but
I like to judge based on the title and then read the story and then judge based on the story and then read the update and then judge again. So all the judging. Right. We're judgy bitches.
Do you have anything scheduled for tonight or this weekend? Or
I don't have anything scheduled right now, but I think I am going to do a rewatch of the June 10th trial on my channel and like say my experience from the overflow room when certain things were happening. So
yeah, you should absolutely do that.
I think I might do that
rewatch it again.
Sunday night. Yeah. So I might do that Sunday night. So if you guys want to come on with me, you are welcome to.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what I got going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? I need a cattle prod for the teenager, right? I know. It's going to be an experience. Well, thanks for joining us, Hellville. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Anytime. Our door is always open. And Buff, do you have anything you want to add before you won't be here for next Friday's live stream now because school's starting for you next week for the kiddos.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But anything else you want to say before we head out?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Always.
I don't have cute final words like all of you guys.
She's like, I'm just here.
Mine are like, stay fiery, friends, and always journal on Reddit.
So Hellville can read them.
Yeah, you should definitely like
Yes.
put all your shit out onto the internet for everyone to see
Please.
on Reddit.
Well, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to at Couch Court with Llama, because we are covering other cases besides Lowe over there, including Karen Reed, because there's a hearing next Thursday, O'Keefe v. Karen Reed, the wrongful death suit. So I've been getting everyone caught up over there. So please go subscribe to the other channel, watch the videos, because I would really appreciate the watch hours, and the subs would be great. We're also covering BAM too. We're taking a little break because I'm trying to organize the body cams right now, because there's a
Which
lot,
is
and it's
crazy.
task.
Ooh.
And
So
it's the way they have it from all different angles
Yeah.
running simultaneously. It's like,
Oh,
So
that's
we're
the
not-
same thing with the Laura Owens stuff. There are like
Yeah.
15 camera angles.
yes,
more,
but the
okay.
way they have it is much differently and much more complicated.
yeah. Because also in BAM, what the police did was they released redacted ones, right? Because personal information gets redacted. And somebody hacked into their videos, and it turns out they redacted a lot of stuff that actually made the police look very, very bad, and was not stuff that should have been redacted.
That is suspicious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we're in the middle of doing all of
So,
that work.
so like what they did was overlap like what the redacted footage is with the unredacted footage. So
Oh,
everything
they were able to
runs,
get the
so you-
unredacted footage. That's
because
good.
it was hacked because someone hacked the
Mhm.
computer.
Yeah.
and got it.
Someone.
But they can't
Well,
take it back. So,
I think I know. I have
but we're
suspicions.
not. So we probably won't be covering BAM next week either. But I promise it'll be worth it when we do. It's just a lot to put together and organize, and making sure that everything, I's are crossed.
It was
T's, and
Greg.
all of that. It was all Greg.
It was always Greg. We are all Greg too.
Yeah, playing them all at the same time is not, it hurt our brains very quickly, and we knew it would hurt all of
Mhm.
you. So we're working on it, thanks to the BAM map, because they have them, and that's great. But anyway, all right. Well, you guys, until next week or next time, I don't know, who knows when it'll be. As I always say, go forth and be amazing. All right. All right. Bye, friends. Have a great weekend. Happy Fukong Friday. Bye.